Welcome back, baddies. Are you ready for adventure? Because I am. It is Wednesday. It is 6 o'clock. I am GM Jared. All that together means it's time for Bedlam in Discord. We're gathered here once again to roll dice and go on adventures. We've got an amazing group here for you. Back with us, we have Lord Adam Rady, as he wants to be called. We have Nathan Ondrasek is back with us. James Chu is here with us, of course. And introducing to the DAT fam and the baddies, Tracy Hearn is joining the cast.
Yeah!
So that's exciting.
Hi, everybody.
Before we get into it, there are a few changes from the first couple episodes that I'd like to cover. First off, sadly, you've noticed the illustrious Katie Wilson is absent. Scheduling just didn't work out for this time around. And I want to repeat, she's absent, not gone. Skylar very much has a storyline, and hopefully she'll make back on stream in future episodes. Secondly, there's going to be a little bit of what I'm calling a story jolt as we're transitioning out of the Jade Regent AP into the Bad Universe homebrew world. So some of the things may not line up exactly. Just kind of suspend that disbelief and go on the journey with us. Just a reminder, you can have fun with us as well by influencing the game via your bits, follows, subs, and donations. Anywhere from letting a player roll 2d20s and take the high one to creating pure chaos that ranges from anywhere from a minor inconvenience to a permanent character boost. Keep your eye on the screen to find that rotating menu. I'm not sure where it is in the new layout, but there is also a panel below the video screen on the Twitch page. And remember, clip your favorite moments, because that's how we make the GIFs. Now, let's get into it. You guys ready to play Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I've come to play Pathfinder.
Let's do it. Well, hopefully that's what we're going to do. All right.
The first edition.
The first edition of Pathfinder.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
Yep.
crap. Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Should remind everybody.
Yeah. Okay. So let's set the scene a little bit. The moon set as the sun rises on a new day for the lands of Ter-Air-Leth. The towers of the Protectorate hum faintly with the marvelous adherence emanating the spellbound strands that protect this world and its peoples from the cold darkness of the unknown. Before the first rays of day fall, a messenger with gray and green cloak stirring with the wind urgently rides towards her missive's destination. The golden seal of Coram stands out against the worn leather satchel that contains the dispatch. She has ridden days. Some miles away, a farmer packs his wagon with his harvest. It was a good year. The grain and oat should provide plenty for his family and their needs. A young boy, no more than 6 years old, fastens the bell mare to the front of the wagon. Maybe the farmer will purchase an ox at market. It was a good year. Elsewhere, a pair of concerned parents look on helplessly as priests and acolytes tend to their patient. Perhaps their gifts and prayers to Nadrian were heard. Perhaps she'll bless them and heal their daughter. They've paid top gold to access the best healers. A loud thump echoes through the halls, followed by a brine-covered scullery maid chasing a large rotund bird with a beak full of fish. At least they've returned their daughter to her rightful size. 3 figures find themselves seated at a large round table. A chipped clay decanter filled with a warm berry wine and several mugs rest in the center of the table. One figure sits still pondering and thinking on the lessons and experiences he's recently endured. His other half, now absent and attended to, leaving him with only the new companions he's made. Another sits at the table, somewhat anticipatory to what is going to happen. These last days of recovery have been needed and welcomed, but he's got duty to tend to. Optimism lets him hope that his next assignment will leave room to return the blade of a fallen companion and give a grieving peoples some closure. The third figure playfully dribbles some of the warm berry wine down onto the floor, just to smile as large bulging eyes and padded feet tippy-tap in excitement before lapping up the delicious potation. The door swings open, and the gnome that you know as Captain Fogwart strides in, followed by a woman wearing a green and gray travel-worn cloak. Fogwart pours a warm mug of the berry wine and glances about the room. He opens his mouth to speak. But before he does, let's read some comments.
Comments.
Comment time.
Comments.
If you guys got comments out there that you want us to read, throw them in chat now. We'll check them out. What do you guys got?
Dark Knight was saying how much he loves the intro to Bedlam in Discord. It is a great intro. Great intro. Really nice. I love the feel of it.
It's fun. Oddly enough, it takes 46 minutes to render.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't do that.
The more you know.
Take some time.
Adam Kimbleton says, welcome bad group. Welcome Tracy.
Thanks, everybody.
We've got some love in the chat for Tracy.
Yeah.
Thanks for the welcomes.
We also have, so Torgernka.
It's Torger in CA. I figured it out.
Torger in California, obviously.
Figured it out because of the Discord.
Asking the question that everyone was wondering, is Francis not here anymore? It seems like Francis wasn't at the table.
Francis,
that bird will kill us all. You don't want that bird anywhere
that thing,
us.
I'm scared of it.
While we would look for some more comments, I did want to give some shout outs to Panic Switched, Doomshy, Z-Day Savior, and Steph Skiles Art. They have all followed the channel, so thank you all so much for the new follows.
All right.
We also got a follow from Panic Switch. Did we say that?
I believe I just said Panic Switch. Yes.
Just making sure.
And don't forget Panic Switch.
Also, your hair is very long, Nathan. Adam Kimbleton wants you to know.
Yeah. I'm doing my part with the distancing and not going to my hair cutter person. Lauren has offered a number of times, to which I've said no.
Your hair cutter person.
What is the hair? I don't know if they're a stylist.
They're a stylist.
Yeah, or a barber.
Well, it's not. I don't think they're a barber. You go to a salon.
Hair,
I go to
hair stylist.
Yeah.
Angie's is great, by the way. Angie does great work. Walking distance, which is always nice. Get a little fresh air, go get a haircut, and then you feel the wind through it as you walk back.
This all tracks with what Scott Denuzzo is saying. Nathan is not very bright. So Scott's coming out swinging, guys.
Scott.
I thought he meant Nathan's camera, but yeah, I guess Nathan's not very great. I was looking on the positive side. Jeez.
Is this better? Better?
Yeah, that's
blind yourself.
It's too much. Okay. Calm it down.
Sorry.
All right. So let's get into this thing.
Jared, I'm ready for an adventure.
You're ready for an adventure. All right. Well, I'm going to give you a little pretense to that adventure. Then we'll go on it.
Okay.
So the gnome, as Captain Fogwart, opens his mouth and he says, You lot have a good rest? Nasty business, that. The swamp incident I'm referring to. All rested and recovered? Great, because it's time for you to get your first official posting. You're headed to Coram, the City of Mearst to be exact. The council sent Lady Milva here to request some assistance. It's a relatively bland posting, mostly assisting the council in riding patrols around the Protectorate Tower, but you deserve a little blandness after what you've been through. Take the morning, gather and prepare. You leave at 10 bells. Good luck to you, Lady Milva. He nods his head as he rises and exits the room. What do you do?
Milva will walk up to you guys and just kind of like look at everybody, examine what your weapons, examine how everybody looks. How do you do? I'm Milva. You all Pathfinders, adventurers? What do you call yourselves?
I call myself Dante Everwisp, and he calls himself Benji. And you see him point down to the giant fire salamander at his feet.
Oh, salamander.
Yeah, he has a temper, but he's usually pretty nice around people. And when you look at him, you see the salamander look up and go, well.
The person that you're looking at is like he's wrapped in a lot of cloaks, like probably too many cloaks. They're all some like pretty nice fabric, and he's got a hood sort of drawn up over him, and he's barely showing his eyes. He's trying to look very mysterious and very foreboding. And then he sort of like looks up at you and he's like, "Oh, hey." And that's pretty much all you get from him. He seems really content to just sort of brood. Yeah.
He is sorry about him. That's Doric.
Yes.
Usually he has a sister here to kind of balance him out, but she's
Stop, Dante. Why are you sharing all of this? Stop. Yeah. I'm Doric. Yes, thank you. Yes, I don't often think of myself as an adventurer. I'm more of a person of fashion, a person of taste. But I'm here now, and we're gonna go do this thing, and it's gonna be great. And you're here. So hi, Milva. I'm Doric. Now we've met each other. Great.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, pay him no mind. I am Miramath Berior. It is very, very nice to meet you. I am a paladin who, as you can see, is well armed. You see he's got a quiver with a bow, but then there's also like 2 very long swords back there. And then there's like another sword on his hip, but then there's a flail, and you're like, how's he carrying all this? And he's wondering the same thing. But yeah, it's imposing.
Yeah, I realized I should describe Milva as well. You see, she's a human, and she kind of has she's pretty tall, actually, like broad shoulders, like long golden brown hair that is usually tied back. She would have it tied back at this point. Kind of a long cloak, green and grayish cloak, like these emerald green eyes. She too has a big long bow on her back, quiver. So she's kind of like examining your bow, trying to see if it's better. It's
a pretty nice bow.
Yeah, nice bow you got there too.
Thank you.
Interesting.
It's not my main mode of justice, as it were.
Oh.
But it does the trick when there's distance. I also use these javelins.
Doric just rolls his eyes real hard when he's like, "It's not my main form of justice." His eyes almost make noise how hard they roll.
You could almost feel it coming from Skylar halfway across the world as well.
Yep.
So you guys have a couple hours. It's about 8 bells now, so you have 2 hours until you need to head out. So if there's any attending you need to get to, I don't want to do a full-on shopping episode, but if there's anything you guys want to find or pick up, we can do that. Get your provisions, as it were.
Yes.
Only thing I want is could I get a Cure Light wand?
A Cure Light wand?
Yeah, a wand of Cure Light wounds.
A wand of Cure Light.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
He's been watching Ben Birch a lot lately. He knows.
Yeah, he's been practicing. You can
practicing his Pathfinder.
You can. The cost. It'll be about 750 gold.
That's fine. I have 845.
Missed your money banks over here. But yeah, you can get one.
Look at you.
You can get one for sure. We're going to say it has 50 charges on it.
Oh, dang.
So it's a brand new wand.
That's good, because I only got 2 left on mine.
And that is it for me.
Did you spend all your money?
Yup.
Doric goes to the fashion district, and he's looking for any types of cloaks that this is all just flavor text. He just wants the nicest looking things. So he'll just be outfitting himself for adventure. And everything that he will select will be absolutely the opposite of what you'd want to take on an adventure in terms of the materials. But he has learned one lesson and has gotten some like actual quality boots, some pretty nice boots. And he also is buying a lot of rags and wipes because he knows that without Doric or without Skylar there, he will have to be cleaning himself the old-fashioned way rather than through prestidigitation. So he really wants to stay clean.
You do know you're going to the nation of Corum, specifically the city of Mearst, which is a kind of hybrid between a temperate forest region and a rainforesty kind of area.
Ooh.
So expect humidity and rain, but not cold, if that makes sense.
I'm going to buy an umbrella as well.
Did not know they had umbrellas in this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, they've got some sort of covering, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What about you, Mirameth? Anything out of your ordinary?
Well, I think, I would definitely want to grab a couple more rations because I'm guessing it's going to be a few days on the road. And then, but yeah, I think we grabbed a bunch of stuff that, we've got some extra armor we can sell. I'm looking, I'm realizing as I'm talking to Milva, like pointing out all the weapons, I'm like, maybe this is a little overkill. So I'm going to take the one short sword that just is regular, and I'll just be like, I don't need this.
It's too pedantic for my
The other 8 is like, it's fine. It's overkill with that.
This one is fancy, and I need those 2, and those are for distance, and that one smashes. Yes, but this one is too much.
Has he named them yet, Nathan?
I don't know if he's named all of them because some of the weapons are more recent.
Sure.
I think,
or not
his. Is he talking to each one at this point, or just a couple of them?
Just a couple of them. Like the flail, he calls Bone Crusher.
Sure.
Because it killed 6 skeletons with 1 blow. So
do you notch those in it, or do you just keep
no? They are known just by like the tales that have been told.
I feel like you're still not getting what actually happened there. You didn't fell all of the skeletons.
Transitive property.
No, you just felled the one controlling them. It's 1 skeleton.
Right, but there were 5 more died because of what I did. So math.
Well, that still only counts as 1.
If that's what you need to tell yourself to be heroic,
that's what's on the paper.
Sounds like a good tale.
Yes, Milva, I was astounding.
Wow, it's impressive.
So yeah, I'll sell that, and and those other chainmail things that we had, the chain shirts.
Cool. Are you buying anything? Or you just saving your monies?
I think, well, just like the rations, and I think he's probably saving. I think he's realizing he's looking for more of a magical thing. He's realizing that he wants to be fighting more two-handed, but is scared of losing that shield.
Right.
And the benefit of that. So
okay.
I think he realizes just having been a crafter or like a part of a tribe. Oh, some backstory for Miramath. Part of okay.
No, we're busy. We got to go on an adventure.
Yeah, there's reasons.
We're running late, Miramath. We don't have time for you to tell the shopkeep your story.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I will simply sell this short sword and these pieces of chainmail and ask for some more rations.
Yeah.
None of us even know who you were talking to at that point, anyways.
It's Gregory.
The 10th chime of the 10th bell
yes,
fades into the distance as you all scurry to the edge of town to meet up to head out. You begin your travel north along the road. Once you pass the fields and the immediately populated area, Milva pulls out a small bead from her pocket. She takes a moment, looks around, and tosses the bead on the ground. There is an arcane explosion of brilliant blue light, and standing in front of you, visible through a wavy and shimmering portal, you can see the city of Mearst.
I don't think I needed the rations.
Yeah, I look at her and I kind of do that like thing where like you almost like she has that cloak on her and I almost like kind of like just sort of almost touch her cloak like where are you from again? Who are you?
It's pretty cool, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Got a lot of tricks.
I mean, it'd be cool if it was cool. Yeah. I guess it's cool.
What was Benji? What was that? Right? Oh my god!
Also, are you a Pathfinder? Because if you're a Pathfinder, where were you before? Could have totally used you. And do you have more of these?
I might, and I am indeed a Pathfinder. Welcome to Mearst.
She is a Pathfinder.
I look at.
She only had the one bead.
I
realized that there was an email that didn't get sent.
I was like, cool. I have
I'm going through my stuff and it's like, oh, that didn't get sent. So there may be a few moments where I just take her narrative. Cool.
I'm going to look at Mirameth and say, and then look at her and say, I'm in her party. And then I'll follow into the portal.
We're in the same party.
No, I'm in her party.
I killed 6 in one blow.
Oh,
I walked through the portal. I'm just saying, it's the math.
I'm gonna pick up fat little Benji and walk him through the portal.
He's fat now?
Yeah, he's always been chunky.
It's true. I think that was brought up. All the bugs.
Cool. You arrive in a cleared and paved area atop a raised paver-lined platform. Stairs lead down towards the road into Mearst. Before you lies the capital city of Coram, surrounded by its gleaming white walls and tilled fields. Encroaching but never infringing upon the city are the trees and the canopy of Coram Forest. To the north, you can hear the lapping gentle waves of the crystalline blue waters of Mara Bay. Some miles off in the distance, through the forest vegetation, sits the Protectorate Tower of Coram. Though there is a vibrancy to the air and a feeling of heightened senses, there is no physical manifestation, but being so close to one of the Protectorate Towers is an invigorating experience. The road opens before you.
Yeah. Okay. That was fantastic. That was so much easier. Let's just do that all the time. What are those beats called? How do I get more?
That's a good question.
You were given you were given one when you were dispatched, specifically.
Darek has a new quest in life. He's going to be a bead collector.
Every bead he finds. Ooh.
What does this one do?
Because Mirameth has a magic bead as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like this one.
No. Hers is way cooler.
Sure, if you ask nicely to the higher-ups, they might give us some more beads.
I love how they forced you to ride to the town for days to give you a bead to come back.
That's a good point, actually.
And we didn't even bring the horse. We should have done that. Poor horse.
It's all right.
The beads are very expensive.
Yeah. like Darek family expensive?
Well, they only teleport to Mearst. They don't teleport away. It's like a one-way thing.
That explains it.
Yeah. But we're going to want to come back here at some point, so we should get more of those.
Maybe. The city opens before you as Milva leads you down into the city, obviously. She makes her way over to a long, flat building of one story made of brick and timber. Entering the building, you see an overweight dwarf with salt and pepper hair and a braided beard poring over a desk of papers and list. A light hammer sits on his desk, almost more of a paperweight than a weapon at this point. The man looks up from his desk. Ha! Welcome, come in. I am over Captain Pike, and I manage things around here. I trust your travels were well. Well, welcome to Mearst. Matter-of-factly, he continues. You'll report to your squad house and attend to Under Captain Shaw to get yourself situated. Pay is dispersed every 5 days, directly from my clerk. All treasures you find shall be tithed to the society, else everything else is yours to keep and do with what you will. If you've no questions, please see to yourselves. Milva can show you to the squad house.
One quick question. Does that include magic items or just like gold and silver?
We'd prefer the cost of items is tithed, but we've really no way to enforce that.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah, just a quick question. Do you have any beads?
I'm not known for my jewelry.
All right. Okay.
Anything else?
Did we get your name, sir?
Over Captain Pike.
Pike, yes, of course, Pike.
That's Pike with a Y.
With a Y,
Oh.
yes. I was hoping to be able to spell it later.
Well, when you submit your reports, it'll have to have my name on it, so good.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, okay, well, I'm ready if you guys are. Milva, go ahead and show us the way.
Thank you, sir. And I will very formally, like, not salute, but just like be very like proper with Captain Pike, and then lead everybody out.
Okay, you lead everyone out through a couple turns and winds of a couple city blocks. You make your way to the squad house. It's a small 2-story building, again made of brick and timber, almost identical to the longhouse except for a second story. You enter the front door. Brianna Shaw sits at the common table, eating a hunk of cheese while reading a tome. She's a rather thin-looking human woman with short gray hair and pale blue eyes. She wears well-tailored clothing and several rings. Upon entering, she marks her place in the book, rises to greet the new arrivals. Hello. I'm glad you're here. I am Under Captain Shaw. Please call me Brianna. When out of uniform. You all look wonderfully interesting, and I cannot wait to get to know you. I just know we'll be fast friends. Welcome.
She's the leader, and I point to Milva.
Hello.
Well, no, actually, I'm the leader, but that's that's fine. Your bunks are upstairs. The next few hours are yours to do with what you will. Use them to explore the city if you like, or just relax and rest. We head out before the sun rises, and I won't have you being tired.
Of course not.
Is there a way I can sleep outside? I don't like being in buildings, very much the city alone. Could I set up my quarters, I don't know, next to the building?
I mean, you could, I guess, set up in the stable yard.
Yeah, that should be fine.
I mean, you need to be within range. I need to be able to call for you.
Oh yeah, I wasn't thinking about going into the woods. I don't feel comfortable sleeping in a house.
She just gives this. You are wonderfully interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, have at it. Meal is served 1 hour before dawn, and we leave right before the sun rises.
Also known as dawn.
Right before dawn, yes.
Yes, Darek may need a call or something to make sure he is awake on time.
I'm gonna go get some rest.
Let's make that your responsibility, Mr. Merrimath, yes. You are responsible for getting the one Darek, which I believe is that one, making the disgusted noises,
Yes.
here by the time we ride out.
Wonderful.
Which, as we've established,
is dawn.
dawn. Yes.
Before dawn.
I thought it was just before dawn.
It's just before dawn.
Well, breakfast is before dawn.
Breakfast is an hour before dawn.
Okay.
And then
okay.
even less before dawn is when we leave.
Yes. Quick breakfast on the road.
Do we know the breakfast menu already?
You actually hear cooking coming from the kitchenette area inside the squad house. Glancing over, you see there is a small halfling woman in there currently over a stew or maybe a porridge of some types. Noticing your look, Brina says, "Oh yes, we have a. Each of the squad houses has a live-in attendant to handle the timing of meals and the upkeep of the horses and." That is partially what your tithe goes to.
Does she know the treatment for fire salamanders?
I imagine it's low and slow over a nice heat, just constantly rotating.
What? You are not going to... Calm yourself, Benji. She was joking.
I mean, sure. Yeah, so she basically says there upstairs that you'll find there's 4 bunks upstairs. There's 4 bunks upstairs in one room, and then there's a second room that has just one bunk. Clearly that one bunk is Brina's quarters.
So as Dante has decided he doesn't want to sleep inside, Dark will be headed upstairs and pushing his bed into Darik's bed and combining one giant bed that Darik will now be sleeping in. And Dark will be pulling out some different like pillowcases and stuff, some nicer quality, putting them on the pillow. We're just sort of redoing the bed to his his liking and his comfort. Really just making it a very comfortable space. And considering he was told to just relax, he's going to do that. And he just sort of, probably gets in bed and starts to pull out a book and is doing some reading.
It is a comfortable bed. It's a
+1 to sleep.
It's a +1 to no. It's a wool mattress rather than the like straw filled mattresses you've had.
Oh wow!
Terrific.
Nice.
So it's rather comfortable. Like you're not in great quarters, but you're in pretty good quarters.
I think Darik is, to the surprise of no one, is probably one of those folks who, if given the opportunity, would spend all day in bed and just sort of do all of his work, quote unquote, in bed. He'll sit there and read, and you could probably catch him drawing some different outfits and things like that as he's working on different designs, so on and so forth.
Cool. What about the rest of you 3?
I think
Milva has been around the city, but she might want to explore it as well because she might forget some places, or she might not have gotten a certain email that has these things in there. So, or you can go to bed. Either's cool.
I think Miramath would go and kind of put down all the travel things, the mess kit and everything like that, and just keep
67 weapons.
Yeah, just keep every weapon, because, well, maybe you know what he would do. I think he would put the pack down, and then he would take one of the swords and take it off his back, and like kind of wrap it in a cloth and like tuck that away as well, just for safety. And then he would inquire if anyone would like to explore the city at all.
You do get in the room. There are locked or foot lockers with locks, so you can.
I'll lock it up.
And there is one for Dante as well, even if he wants to.
Can I move that to the stable?
You're gonna carry your thing out there?
Does it weigh a lot?
Your foot lock? I mean, not really, but
okay. I mean, it's probably oak. Like, it's a foot locker.
Yeah, it's not very secure. It doesn't weigh anything. You just pick that right up.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep it in the house. That's, yeah. Seems like a smart idea.
But you could just kind of keep your stuff there if you want. Or you can put it under a horse when you sleep. I don't know what you plan to do here.
We're going to do that. Yep. It's going to be interesting.
There's going to be enough bugs for sure for Benji out there, though.
That's what matters.
Jared, before we move on too much further, I did want to give a shout out to Crossbones AE coming into chat, dropping $10, giving a lucky to myself and Miramath.
Hey-o!
That doesn't
Thank you so much. Thank you, Crossbones.
I think that seems just right.
He's also resubbed for I believe the 12th month, or yeah. I bet you Crossbones is more months than that. That might just be his most consecutive. That might just be consecutive.
Yeah. I don't know how Twitch controls those things.
Twitch lies to us.
Looks like we also got a follow from Pwog. It's fun to say. Pwog. I feel like I'm going to Prague, but I have an accent.
Mm-hmm. It's that guy who did the Mawage. Welcome to Pwog.
Pwog, yes. So Darek is situated, settled in. Dante is out in the stable, settling in. You're figuring a corner. Like there's an empty stall you can take, or
that's perfect. Is there like hay in it? Like
there's some straw. I mean, you might want to replace it.
Yeah, I'll.
It's there.
Get some clean straw. Make a little bed for me and Benji. Is there any horses there?
Yeah. Right now, there are 16 slots or stalls for horses, but there are currently only 7 horses in.
Do I get a feeling any of those horses are talkative?
Like Mr. Ed?
Like just more charismatic than a normal horse?
They all seem like regular, well-bred horses and well-trained.
These are all upstanding horses. You find these in the shady parts of town, right?
Observing them, they all have their own personalities, but I don't know if you're looking for like...
That one's a little bit country, that one's a little bit rock and roll.
Yeah, I don't know. You're looking for like a super intelligent horse to like...
No, like what horse seems like he'd be the horse leader of the little group?
The horse leader?
The king of the horses?
Yeah.
Do you think the king of the horses would have been caught? Come on.
So you're looking for Shadow.
Tracy, welcome to Bedlam and Discord.
Oh, this is great. I love it.
There's no clear alpha currently in the stable.
He makes himself the alpha. He is now king of the horses.
I headbutt the horses to establish dominance.
Well, obviously you know horses nip at each other's necks. They don't headbutt. They're not
giraffes,
rams, or giraffes.
Well,
druid.
Well, he already headbutted. So let's play this out.
You hear from the squad house. Very interesting. Let's check in with Milva. What's Milva?
Milva will also kind of take some of her stuff off, unload. She'll keep her bow and quiver on at all times. But she'll kind of put some of her stuff into the footlocker. And well, if any of you guys need a tour around the city, I know some of the districts around here. Can show you around if need be.
I would find that quite helpful. Yes, thank you.
Yes, there's 6 wards actually in the city. My personal favorite, I like the dock ward, the salt wash slips. It's fun over there. I like to go over there. But if you need to do some shopping, anything like that, just let me know. I know all the best places.
Well, I am entirely new. If wherever you wish to go, there's the salt docks,
salt wash ships,
slips at the docks. Yes, of course.
What about you? And she'll look over to Darek, who's resourceful with the 2 beds combining. I like resourcefulness. It's good. Would you like to join us?
Darek's like really, maybe for the first time, like amused by someone. He's like, you're fun. You appreciate me? I like you. I think we're going to be friends.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear we'll be friends.
And Darek is gonna get up, put his super moody hood over his face, and be like, "Let's go."
All right. What about your stable friend?
He's fine.
Look. What
is that a thing? The sleeping in the stable? Is there something wrong with these are nice beds.
I mean, that's one thing. Yeah.
Yes. We met him on the trail, so it made sense, anytime outside then.
Not even a real Pathfinder.
He just kind of was there and got lost in the nature. The druid got lost in nature.
Lucked into it.
Yes. And yeah, he was like, no, I'm not lost, but we kind of knew.
I'm not even sure that he knows where he is now.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, all I really know is Mearst. That's pretty much all I have.
Yep.
Is there a window next to the stables? for me to hear this.
So the stables, the stables are actually set between several other squad houses.
What kind of question is that? We're like walking down the stairs inside our house, and he's like, "Is there a window where I can hear through the stable by the horses, so I hear exactly what they're saying?"
You're not really hearing a lot. You just got a strong ringing in your ear.
I'm just headbutting horses.
You just went around and all the horses.
Yep, that's fine. Just leave me.
Hey, if you wanted to hear what was going on, sleep inside.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
You can see the doorways to all of them, all the stable or the squad houses, so you'd know if like they left through the front door.
What do you know though? Because I'm pretty sure he's trying to talk to the horses.
I am trying to talk to the horses.
So
especially when I cast Speak with Animal on one of them.
why?
Solid use of a spell.
Why?
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. Well, he didn't need to burn any spell slots to get here, so it's like,
Yes.
why not?
So you want to speak with one of the horses?
Yes, I do, Jared.
All right.
Wilbur.
Let me just make sure everything
It's like
turns out.
Yeah, speak with.
Okay.
Yeah, preparing the horse dialogue.
All right, you cast your spell and you hear in your head one horse just it's good oats.
Hello!
You see him stop, his jaw opens and the oats like fall out. What's that?
I am Dante. I don't know why my voice is changing.
That's your animal talking voice.
Is that your horse accent?
That's my horse accent. I am Dante Everwisp. I am the master of the horses in the stable. Hello. This is my partner, Benji.
Okay. Do you have oats? You're also not the master.
No, I headbutted all of you. I'm the master.
That doesn't mean anything.
Benji, can you please explain to this gentle horse?
So no oats then?
No oats.
How's he going to understand you? You forgot your accent.
Well, that was fun.
I mean, you got another minute left of it.
Oh. Who is the strongest horse among you?
Titan, obviously.
Wrong! I am the strongest horse among you.
He just like leans his shoulder into you. Give me a either a strength check or a reflex save.
Let it be reflex.
Whichever one you want to do.
Oh my gosh.
That's a 13.
This horse puts its honking shoulder just into you, and you get like pinned against the flat wall of the stall. It's like no, Titan is. I'm
okay.
I'm gonna eat oats.
You might have won this round, but I'll be back.
Bring oats.
Okay, I'll bring you oats. And yeah, that's my conversation.
Cool. You did warn me you were going to be doing that a lot, and I wasn't ready for it, so that's on me. So you guys exit the house, and you hear you hear this. I'll be back. And then glancing over to the stable area, you can see your friend Dante pseudo pinned by a horse, a large gray horse, up against the wooden stall.
I do one of those like looking like totally the different way, and I start to hurry my steps as quickly as possible.
Just kind of glance in. You all right in there?
No, don't.
Yeah, but Benji's helping me out here. And you look at Benji and he's doing nothing to help me. You're like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. This horse was just playing around. We were just horsing around.
You gonna do it? We're gonna be doing some exploring in the city. You need anything or?
No, I'll just be here. Just, talking. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Go on.
All right. I'll like walk out. Your friend's a little strange, but
Yes. Very strange.
Okay. let me give you a rough rundown of the city itself. You noticed coming in that there was a large thoroughfare that ran the entire length of the city. You could see from what you're teleporting in positioning. At the end of that thoroughfare, it opened into, or rather it closed into a separate walled-in large keep, separately defended. Shooting off of that central thoroughfare were several smaller roads leading into what you could assume are the separate wards. And right all and up and down that main street itself, there are carts and tradesmen and vendors setting up their shops. Almost anything you need, if you just need it, you can get there. If you want like a specific person's item or a specific item, you might have to venture out into the other districts. But let me tell you of the wards themselves. We'll start with saltwater slips. The slips serve as the primary docks and berths for Mearst, both for goods and transport. The far pier can support and berth several deep ships, while the smaller inner piers can hold anything from trade vessels to fishing skiffs. The slips themselves are overseen by a harbor master appointed by the council. The waterfront shops and warehouses pepper the area. Some of the more seedier taverns and shadowy areas are within the slips. So now we know the kind of taverns that Milva likes.
I like to people watch there. Some interesting folk coming out of those places.
The other wards we have the Civic Ward. We also have Artisan Bray. We have the Seculum Ward, Old Town, and the Sweepings. You are kind of placed between the Civic Ward and the Seculum Ward right now, like the Pathfinder Society building. The Civic Ward is pretty much what it sounds like. It's basically where all the government happens. Seculum Ward is like the churchy area. The holy districts are in there. Artisan Bray is a hill off the southeast that is where the artisan crafters and very fine workmen have their places set up. Old Town is kind of the magic hub. It clearly was the original city, and then the rest grew out around it. And then you have the Sweepings, which are the down and out and the less desirables. Not necessarily the criminal aspect, but the less well-to-do folks. The noxious trades are also down there. So that's like a quick overview of what wards are available to you.
Okay.
Well, I think I would encourage Milva to take us to her favorite dive bar or whatever. I mean, Darik's definitely interested in some people watching, and probably would immediately, like, as we're walking along, start doing that thing where you pretend that you're talking as the person, like, oh yes, I will take an apple. Oh yeah, oh no, I love apples. So he's just kind of like mocking people a little bit as they walk,
Yeah, I will gladly lead the way to a kind of maybe one of the more sketchy taverns.
Like super sketchy? Like you get stabbed going in, or just like the everyday man sketchy?
The everyday man. We'll start light, and maybe I'll take them to the more stabby one later on. But their first time in the city, I'll take them to the medium one, the moderate one.
Okay. You make your way through the salt wash. and you take them to a tavern that you know as the Blue Blade. It's a 2-story, half-timbered building, a small fenced-in yard. The yard is not so much grass as mud. You know that the accommodations actually exist in the common room in the evening. They sweep the tables out and bring cots in. The innkeeper is a short female half-elf. You've been here before, so you're quite familiar with Aotel. The rumor has it that she seems to know every thief and rogue in town. There are not a lot of people in here, but maybe 6 or 7 hanging out, just kind of doing their thing. It's towards the end of the day, so it's post meal service, but before the drunken nighttime antics begin. Really.
Okay. I'll walk up. Aotel, got some newbies here. Fresh meat into the city. I'll buy them some drinks. I'll buy us a round of drinks.
All right.
Yeah.
It's just like, let's see, it's the 3 of you or 4 of you? 3 of you. She's like, 6 copper. What brings all you fine folk to the Blue Blade?
I'm just showing them some of the good places in town, and I knew this would be the number one spot, the first place to take them.
She turns up her mouth a little bit when you say good places. It's like, oh, thank you, dear. You don't need to cover it lie like that. We know what we are.
Oh, it's one of my favorite places, so
we appreciate it. Welcome to Mearst and the Blue Blade, and if you ever need something, let me know. I can probably find it.
of course.
Oh.
Cheers, friends. And I will hand them the drinks.
It's just like it's just a pale ale. You've had plenty of like this.
Yeah, it's disgusting, but Dark is drinking it, and he's gonna have a good time because he's come out to have a good time, let off some steam, and it's what he's gonna do. You know, I think that during that whole conversation, he was just like, yeah, one of the good places. Yeah. You know, just the sort of just reiterating it, you know, as part of it. Oh yeah. So Dark's having a good time.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
It's the good
it's there's no like bard or anything to speak of in here, but the people in here are having a good time. They're enjoying themselves. There's not a lot of, and Milva would know that there's not a lot of drunken antics that happen here, so much as just unwinding and the occasional like rogue coming in trying to contact with their fence and
Okay.
dark dealings, I guess we could call them.
If I notice any of that happening, I would like point it out, like, oh, that's a dealing over there.
Well,
That shady guy.
give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
And keep in mind that you do have a reroll bonus if you need it, because Scott
Cool.
Denuzzo became the bit boss and gave you a reroll.
Whoa.
Oh,
Nice job,
okay.
Scott.
You go.
I rolled a 26, so
Well, you don't need the reroll.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Starting
Good
strong.
first roll. Yeah.
Starting strong. Now, I don't know if that bodes well for me or you later. We'll see. You do actually see a elf that you've seen in here a couple times before. You know him as Curifind. He is passing some like notes back and forth using Aotel as the delivery. So he's in his booth over there in the far corner, passing information back and forth to.
Yeah, I'll point that out to them. Be like, "Yep, that's dealing over there. You see it?
Oh yeah. The one. He's like,
Yep.
yeah. Tell that guy over there in the booth that I'll give him 5 cows if he gives me 3 carrots.
Yeah. Just keep it down a little bit in case they see us." Gotta
Oh,
keep
yeah,
it
yeah.
cool,
We
you know.
don't want to interrupt the cow dealings. Yeah.
Should we do something?
Oh no! This is normal here. It's just fun to watch.
But isn't
Watch
it
them.
against the law?
It might be, but as long as you just keep to yourself, pretend you don't see anything, and
Aren't we
you know what I'm
protectors
saying?
of what is right?
We are, yes, of course. But this is more for the entertainment value.
But I feel as if we must intervene.
I'm bringing a paladin to
Yep,
to what
that's
Shady's doing.
exactly what I thought.
This is great.
I can't wait.
No. We I'm telling you, if you just sit back and watch, sometimes some action happens. There might be a disagreement and there's scuffle. It's fun to watch.
Jared, as I look at this elf, like, would I be able to tell if he is from the same clan as me? Because I would have to
give me a knowledge. Oh man, I don't even know the right
nobility.
knowledge is. That's I was thinking nobility.
Just for
because you'd be looking for distinguishing tribe marks, I guess. Let's go with nobility.
All right.
My brain is like jumping back and forth between systems on what skills are available right now.
Okay, well, I only got a small bonus, but here's the thing. That's a nat 20 on the Norse Foundry dice.
Ooh.
Oh my.
+1, so 21.
I will say that you cannot pinpoint what subset elf he is, but you do know that he is not of your clan.
Okay.
The ears are just slightly wrong. And he doesn't appear to be moving anything right now aside from little slips of paper back and forth.
But the paper. Okay, I'm just gonna watch him. I want to see what happens. I'm like just very like nonchalantly like sitting there with my drink, and then I'll go to drink and I like look every now and then.
Just keep it cool. Keep it cool.
Do you want to be stealthy about it? Or
I mean, I guess I would technically be trying to do that. Yes,
because right now a casual observer would be like, "Oh, you're real fixated on his silver hair and hazel eyes." Like,
so you're saying he has silver hair? Let me just get this down so I know who to track later. Hair, hazel eyes.
Yep.
Okay.
See how we're building a world together?
Yep. This is happening right now. Yeah, I'll roll stealth on it. Let's see. I think because I don't have my shield equipped, that'll take away that deficiency. And with a 19 on the dice, that'll be +3, 22 for the stealth.
Yeah, you're not overt about it. I mean, I feel like Milva and Dark know what you're doing, especially because Dark can most likely follow any conversations happening with the thieves' cant hand motions, provided he passed his thief cant class.
Yes,
Sure. Yeah,
he might have. We don't know yet.
totally did.
Yeah, he passes a couple more messages back and forth. Downs his ale and then rises and excuses himself from the tavern.
Anyone want to go for a walk?
Do I pick up what he's putting down here with the?
I mean, he's not being subtle about it.
Yeah. I usually just let the under the table dealings just happen. Don't like to interfere. But if you really feel compelled to do so, I won't disagree.
I just think, wouldn't it be amazing to see what's under the table?
I've never actually gone that far to see what to see where they go to or what they do. I'd be interested.
For all we know, Darek, it's a set of very rare scarves.
No, it's something boring, but go do what you got to do, man.
What do you mean it's something boring?
It's little stuff. Like what are you trying to do here, Mearmeth? You're not saving the world, man. It's just they're just trading cows or sheep or donkeys. It's a little town. Hey, don't let me stop you.
I want to make sure no one will be getting hurt.
You go get under that table. It's gonna be great.
Well, I'm not actually going to go under the table. You don't understand that, right?
No, you should. No, you should.
No, you understand. I mean, to follow him.
Okay, I'll get under the table, and I just start to like.
All right. Well, I guess. Well, if I don't know my way around town, I could.
His hand comes up, grabs the drink from the top, and back down under the table.
Look, well, if you want to trail that guy, we should probably make haste before we lose him.
Let's. She's on our side. Come, Darek.
Milva. It's going to be awesome watching Mearmeth try to be stealthy.
Yeah, I doesn't seem like the most stealthy, but
I have a +3.
So as we go to when we go to track them, I think that Darek will definitely just be walking Peter Venkman style, while everybody else is like very like into it, trying to stealth along. Darek's just walking.
Just walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you follow him out, how close do you want to follow behind him?
Well, let's see. We're walking, so I'm pretty sure the rule is 30 feet.
He's got it.
Sounds about right.
All right. I guess give me stealth checks if you want to be stealthy. Let me roll a perception for.
Oh yes.
I just want to fly casual.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll a bluff instead of a stealth, Jared. And
okay.
I want you to know that my bluff is a +0.
I'm wondering if I should re-roll now. You know what? I'm going to do that because I don't.
Oh, I wouldn't waste it because my roll's a 7.
Yeah, my roll's a 6. Don't waste it.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I didn't even. Nope. We're keeping the 11.
You guys head out into the yard just in time to see this gentleman disappear around a corner. Scurrying forward, you don't hide the fact that Mearmeth's got weapons clangling all around him. Darek's just kind of whistling with his hands in his pockets as he looks around. He's like, "Oh, what's up here? What's up there?" You get to this corner and you see the man is just walking along. He glances back at you, kind of shrugs, and then walks off another block and turns into his house or into a home.
Darn.
And closes the door. You know where he is.
Well, guess that's the end. He went back home.
Darek just keeps walking forward he's just going up to the guy's door. And he'll turn back and look at you guys like, what? Are we being adventurers? Are we gonna go do the
I like your gumption. Knock, my friend.
Okay. So I doorbell ditch. I knock and then run.
Okay.
And I leave Mearmeth standing there.
You knock, jump over the balcony and run and duck behind some refuse bins. Moments later, the candlelight from inside can be seen on the street, just shining on an elven paladin. The silvered hair, hazel-eyed elf looks out at you. Yes, what do you want?
Yes, hello. I had not seen many elves in this area. From where do you hail, friend?
My people are from all over, here, there. Mostly in the Corim region.
Wonderful. Well, I am Miramath.
Hello, I'm Curafind.
Pleasure to meet you. Do you know of any others who are here? Perhaps from the wooded areas?
There are some. They're not many.
Jared, does this guy come out of his house at all?
No, he's just kind of like doors open, when you get a pizza delivery.
Okay. All right, gotcha. Yep.
He's like, yeah, there's a couple of us. We're not nearly as populous as the dwarves and gnomes around here. Many of our half-brethren are here.
Ready to action, Jared? If he does step outside, I want to stealth in behind him and go into his house. Great.
Yes, I had just noticed you over at the inn, and I hope this isn't too forward. I just having not seen any other elves and only being here a short time, I thought I would introduce myself. What line of work are you in?
Oh, I am a smuggler. I trade in information and goods.
Oh.
I get them in and out of places they aren't meant to be.
Interesting. And such a trade is allowed here. I've been to places where it is not.
Not overtly, but I've learned as long as I keep my head down and damage from others, the law leaves me alone.
Yes. Well, good for you. Making a way for yourself.
I mean, every man must ply his trade.
And your trade is to smuggle, yes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
People trust me. People like talking to me.
I am so glad for it, friend.
Just go for it, Nathan. We're all with you. We understand, man.
You have admitted to smuggling. And therefore,
you feel compelled.
I feel like you're channeling like Stewie Griffin at this point. You're like, oh, okay, you
finally wrote that book. Yeah,
I have to. It just hurts. I'm trying to. I cannot. Oh wait! Yes, wait. Thank you. I would like to use an action to.
Oh no!
At will, I can detect evil. Do I detect evil?
On this guy?
Yes.
You do not.
Oh, confused.
That only tells you evil. That doesn't give you alignment, right?
Smuggler.
Single item. If it is evil, yes, I learned if it is evil. So it's not evil.
You don't get the faintest twinge of evil from this man.
Well,
I mean, I trade mostly in information and goods. Sometimes medicines can't get where they're going. Other times, tradesmen who need tools can't get them. I like to help facilitate.
Well, why can't they get those things? I feel like medicine should always be able to get where it is needed.
Sometimes the people who have the coin control the flow of goods.
Well, that is not just. Who are those people?
He just motions to every part of the town that's not the slips.
That doesn't feel lawful or good.
Guess we're going to the civic area after this.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw away these 36 pages of adventures I wrote down.
Oh, gosh.
Miramath. Oh, wait. Sorry. I remembered I have many other quests that I must be preparing for. But, Kirafind, I do hope that if you need help for the good, that you will let us know as well.
And if you need assistance in finding or acquiring information or goods, my door is open. Well,
thank you.
Figuratively. Please don't come when I'm asleep. That's just rude.
What hours do you sleep? I don't want to be rude. Just like normal hours? I don't know if smugglers do things differently.
No, normal hours.
Normal hours. Wonderful.
Yes.
It's not a cat.
I don't know. This is my first smuggler.
This has been quite a conversation. I bid you good eve.
Good evening.
And do be cautious on who you follow out of seedy taverns at night. They are not so polite or slow with the dagger as I.
Oh, good to know. Thank you so much.
Take care.
You as well.
The door closes.
I'm very confused by him, Milva, I must say.
Did you get the answers you were looking for?
Not entirely, but
Yep, there's all sorts of smugglers in town, so yeah.
Huh.
It's,
Oh, and I walk up. I go, okay, so is this our night now? Because let's do this. I'm all for it.
well,
Let's find some more.
we do have a mission in the morning. Perhaps we shouldn't be out too much later.
I mean, there's lots of doors around here.
Yes, but I didn't see any of the people inside there shadily handing notes back and forth.
could go back to the tavern, see if there's any more shady dealings. I'm just kidding. We should probably be up.
Yes,
we got.
It is
we got a
pushing
lot
on
in the
about.
morning.
It is pushing on about 11 o'clock.
Oh my! How time has flown.
10, 11 o'clock. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need
it's-
our rest, friends. Oh, I hope Brina's not upset that we stayed out so late before a mission.
That's
I wonder
right.
what Dante's been up to.
Yeah. Flashback to the stable and the epic battle of man versus horse. What is happening here?
Dante is still pinned up against the wall by this horse and has been for hours, begging Benji to help him, and Benji is fast asleep.
On the horse? Like
Next, just on top of it.
the horse isn't causing damage. It's just kind of putting its weight.
It just has me pinned. I don't feel like I could push my way out, so I guess I'll try to fall asleep on the side of this horse.
After a little while, you doze off just out of sheer nothing you can
loss.
do.
Yeah. It's like a weighted blanket. If the
It is.
blanket was 1,500 pounds.
After a little while, the pressure relieves and you crumble to the ground, startled awake. Benji is still fast asleep by your feet.
Exactly what I wanted. I knew you were not strong enough for Dante Everwisp.
The horse looks at you. You can no longer speak with it because the time has passed, but you get the feeling that he's trying to say, shh, it's nighttime.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. But good night.
You smell an awful lot like horse sweat now. Just a lot like horse sweat.
That's fair.
Yeah, you make your way back to your stall and settle in.
Have a quick talk with Benji.
You're probably a little sad that you don't have a horse now. You've grown accustomed
to the pressure of a
to the
horse
pressure
on my chest.
of a horse pushing up on you. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animal one more time
All right.
and ask the horse to lay on me.
Well, there goes his second character.
Not like crushing, but like its head on my chest, so I feel more comfortable.
Horse asleep standing up.
That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to remember if they actually
Do they sleep standing up?
Pretty sure they do.
You cast your spell, and he's like, "No, I've just met you. You don't even have oats.
I knew.
Maybe
to get me oats.
Maybe after we hang out a little bit and he motions with his horse hoof, this could be a thing, but not right now. Too soon."
Oh, I'm so happy. Like real James is happy. Yes, I'm gonna keep with that sentence.
Is there a fake James?
I don't know.
Cool. Well, you guys go back to to the squad house.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Back to your beds. You all, unless you're not going to sleep, I assume you are all going to sleep.
I'm going to go to sleep.
Yep.
As you lay down and drift away, dreams take you. The dreams quickly sour into something darker. Everyone roll me a will save.
Ooh. Rude.
Will save.
Why?
Oh! Nat 20. Nat 20. Plus
Nice.
5.
You know what, Jared? I accept my fate.
Same. 6.
Yep.
16.
4.
25.
Okay, Nathan, you start to feel a dream turning sour on you.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to grab at your senses, but you manage to jerk yourself awake or consciously shift the narrative of the dream into just a darker regular dream. You're okay. You get a restful night. You're solid. Rady, you find yourself in knee-deep swamp water. You can feel something touching your leg under the surface.
Oh no.
Standing in front of you is Skylar. But something's different. She's made of what looks to be sewn together mismatching pieces. The water begins to bubble and froth under you and becomes coppery red. Skylar slowly begins to sink under the water, dropping ever further down until you can no longer see her. There is a strong pull on your leg as you drop beneath the surface. You awake. Chew. You are walking alone in a dark forest. In the corner of your eye, you can see something is following you. Pivoting, you see a boy who has his eyes and mouth sewn shut. The boy is desperately trying to speak, but can't. You approach the boy and tug on the loose thread that is holding his mouth closed. Slowly it unravels, taking bits of lip and skin and blood with it. Finally, his mouth is clear. The boy opens his mouth to say something, but instead of words, spiders begin to pour out.
Yo!
They overtake this poor child, drowning him in a sea of legs and horror. Soon the boy and the spiders are gone. The only trace are the footprints he left in the undergrowth. You try to call out, but you cannot. Reaching up to your face, you find why. Your mouth has been sewn shut. You awake. Tracy. You find yourself in a dark cave. The only illumination provided by glowworms adhering to the cavern walls. A low, rhythmic chanting echoes around you. You see an elderly man who has his throat slit. You see the wound open and closing slightly with his breath. His gaunt eyes look up towards you as if asking for help. The gurgle and hiss of air and blood fills the room. There is a rush of cold Arctic wind. The smell of death and decay fills your nose. 2 red, reflective pinpoints of light replace the eyes of the old man. He raises his arms towards you, and through a guttural sound of choking on blood, he says, "You're next." You awake. And with that, I think we're going to go to a mid-show break.
Jeez.
Because it's going to be good. And I just realized I had not changed the music at all on this whole thing. So they just had the bad theme going and going.
Oh, no.
And going.
Perfect.
This is so dark.
It is. It is.
I think we should release for specialness what my dream would have been, because now I'm just intrigued.
You want to know what your dream would have been?
Yes.
I don't. Maybe I.
Shoulder, chin, shoulder, and tap. Double dream hands.
Love is a baked sweet potato.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Billy.
There's a mushroom on your shirt.
I'm a failure. Josh, go put those corn dogs back.
You can't make me do anything.
I would. I just got too much to do tonight.
Oh, wow! It's a mountain shellfish. Never seen one in the wild before.
Hey. You know what, dude? I'm out of here.
Supper gives you all your daily nutrients, like 0 grams of trans fat, and oh my god, cholesterol.
Chicken! Johnny has 19 bottles of dish soap, and he gives Gina... Wait, why does Johnny have so many soaps? Mind your business, David!
Well, when life gives you lemons...
Going to the supermarket. I bought a chicken.
Life's short. Stunt it. Danger.
360. Ah! Stop! I could have dropped my croissant.
Look at all those chickens.
This is the captain's log for the Scourge. Today, I fear I was strangely abducted
Hey, Captain! What are you doing?
Abedzagek, please. I'm trying to record it.
Look at those shiny buttons on your arm. What does this one do?
Abedzagek, no!
Self-destruct protocol engaged.
Well, that was fun. What does this button do?
No.
Did I wake up in a zoo?
Oh, I'm no longer blinded.
So now we got Shannon's description. What does ink look like?
Well, I'm wearing a hide, but aside from what you can't see underneath that, essentially a very short hair that is on fire. I'm 6'2", though, so I'm towering over you, holding my extremely pointy steel trident at you and you.
I am
The
4'8".
two creatures, wondering what the heck is going on.
So you're pointing your trident at me?
I'm kind of going back and forth between the two of you.
I'm gonna brush it aside with my hand and scoff at you. You think death scares me? You don't know who I am?
I know you have trouble getting out of boxes.
That's not my job to get out of boxes.
What is your job?
My name is Keelan. I work for Key's Lost Words, where I am the key to unlocking your loved one's last words.
Never heard of it. Who are you?
My name is Sai Mekla. I perform in alchemy. I was actually at home in bed, and then I woke up in this darkened container, and now there's all of you. Are you all in my bedroom?
I was sleeping in an inn.
So you also went to sleep last night and then woke up here?
Yes.
And
I
you?
went to bed.
I prefer to not tell you what I was doing with my night.
Oh, one of those
That
beds.
seems suspicious. For
Now
some
I want to
reason.
know, and I point the trident back at her.
How did you come to be here?
I woke up here, same as you.
I finally sit up.
In the faint light, you see there are 4 of the stone coffins, a
Oh.
crate with a dusty drop cloth on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and investigate the crate.
You investigate the crate.
I keep my trident
I'm gonna
at
be checking for traps. Like I'm extremely wary right now.
Everyone give me a perception on the room in general if you'd like.
Nat 20
Is it a
plus
1?
4. So 34.
Oh yeah, you're utilizing the house rule.
Technically, it's an 11, but it is a nat 1.
But if you rolled
a 1,
So 1, it's
then that would be
starting. So she
negative.
got a 1. It
So
works out to be a
you'd
1.
get 1.
24.
Mine was a 6?
You're looking for traps. You don't seem to find... You feel pretty confident there aren't any traps. Taking in the rest of the room.
Yeah, what do I see? I rolled the best. I win.
Other than the sarcophagus and the crate furnishing, various relief carvings are on the north wall that display several heroic figures. The words, "Red Shrikes, noble companions in the war against evil, rest well, my friends," are inscribed above the carvings. There is a single stone door that leads out of this room, and then there's just the crate other than that.
So I'm gonna check out the crate, but carefully.
Forgotten after centuries of abandonment. The crate contains a variety of dried out and useless paints, a crowbar, flint and steel, 3 common lamps, 2 hammers, 1 hooded lantern, 8 pints of oil, and 1 dented pewter mug.
I'll take the hooded lantern.
Okay.
How much oil did you say there was?
8 pints.
All the oil.
That's a lot of oil.
I'm gonna take some oil.
I take the mug, the flint and steel, and one of the hammers. Whatever she doesn't take, I just throw in my pack.
Okay.
While she went over to that crate, I wanted to go investigate those painting or the
reliefs.
The reliefs.
Okay. Yeah. Give me knowledge history. Welcome back to Bedlam and Discord and the DAT Network. We are in the middle of an amazing adventure. We've already gone off the rails. So
many.
I don't even know the direction that we're going from here on out. But I wanted to take a moment because we didn't really take the break in the first half. So let's take a break right now and catch up with you, the viewers. We got some comments. There's been some good ones in there.
Yeah. It's Lucas Martinez says, "Don't fat shame a salamander." Daric.
No shame.
You've described him as chonky.
He is chonky.
So
Burrow224 was curious if we were taking a break. We were taking a break, but we're back. And Burrow224 has also followed, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, I have an outside question. Adam, did you put your hair to look like Nathan's?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Every break, we now someone needs to change their hair to look like Nathan's.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
New thing.
Yep. Let's do it. No backstory for Nathan. Hair changing.
Yep. Also, James, I don't mean to spoil it for you, but your mom's buying you a horse for Christmas.
Yep.
A full horse?
Yep. Yep. She said a full horse. It's yep. Don't bother reading chat. It's a full horse.
Every little girl, boy's dream.
Scott Denuzo says, "This is why I like Jared. So lighthearted." Referencing the nightmares.
It had to be spiders. The one thing
right. Silent H said, "And it's getting weird."
It's only a matter of time.
But Silent H also does point out that Dante is their favorite.
Yay.
I don't know that that's true.
Wow.
Penguin Witch Doctor misses Shardamus.
I miss
Shadow
Artemis too.
Yes.
Oh, Shadow Artemis. I get it.
Oh,
you get that? Yeah.
Oh,
it took me a
not
second.
miss Shadow Artemis.
We additionally got one other follow, by the way, from Quiet Geek. So thank you so much for the follow.
Quiet Geek.
Thank you, Quiet Geek.
We are like so close to 2,700 followers. We're like 2 away or something.
Oh, what?
Ooh, who's going to be the 2,700 follower?
I'm about to unfollow, wait for 2 follows, and then follow.
And so you could be that.
I don't think it works like that.
I don't.
If you are watching and you do have Twitch or Amazon Prime and you have them linked, did you know that you can subscribe for free to anyone on Twitch once a month? I would take it as a kindness if you subscribe to the DAT Network. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps push. You can see it on when we go back to the main screen, we have a little goal right there of subs.
Look at that goal.
Over here. Yeah, over here.
There it is.
Yeah.
We're on a quest to 400. So help us get there if you haven't already. If you have, thank you.
K Lesson has followed. Thank you, K Lesson.
Hey.
Woo!
It's happening.
And subs.
And subs.
Yes.
Sub.
Hooray. Hey, thank you.
Hey, I know him. Thanks for the sub.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yay.
Wow.
Wow.
So, it is morning. Well, it is before dawn.
Right. An hour.
It is an hour and 12 minutes before dawn.
Perfect.
And Mirameth and Milva and Dante awake. Darik, I assume, is like spread eagle on his 2 beds, using every inch of the mattresses, sound asleep.
Yeah, he's trying. Yeah, he's trying to just sleep off that bad dream.
The dream was bad. The dreams were bad, but they weren't enough to cause any like problems throughout the day.
Okay, that's good to know.
Other than any like lingering moments. What are you doing?
I mean, Miramath is trying to wake up Darik to make sure that we're ready to leave in time. Darik.
Yeah. Just 5 more minutes. Stop.
Okay, but this is the last 5 minutes I'm going to give you.
Okay.
5 minutes later, I try again. Darik.
I know you won't give me 5 more minutes, so I'll take 6. Thank you.
But breakfast is ready.
6. Just can you scoop some up on a plate for me, but make sure that the hash browns don't touch the bacon, and that the bacon doesn't touch the toast. I want everything separated. Thanks.
I haven't even been down yet. I don't know.
I need
if those
3
are
napkins,
options.
please. 3 napkins, and I need 2 coffees and a juice, please. Okay, thanks. You're the best. Thank you.
Okay, Miramath goes to get his breakfast.
Okay. you go down to the table. I assume Milva and
yeah, I've been up.
Dante are there.
Yep.
You have a plate full of a warm porridge, some fresh fruit, and a little bit of fat back bacon there for you. It seems to be the standard daily morning fare. There are 4 plates out, all already served. No one visible on who served them, and you do not see Brina yet.
I think that Darik is gonna do one of those mornings where he's up and starts to move around, but no matter what anybody tries, he's definitely gonna be late. Like because he's gonna do all his things. He's gonna get his food, but then he's got to get his things. He's got to collect his things, and he wants to clean up, and he's got to brush his teeth, and he's got to brush his hair, and then he's got to comb off all the lint on his clothing, and then he's got to do his makeup to get that ready. So there's a whole process for getting ready in the morning.
As we're getting ready, I'll look to Miramath. Is your friend coming for breakfast, or?
Well, I tried to wake him. I gave him even 5 extra minutes, and then he asked for 6. So I figure we will at least eat our breakfast, make sure we are prepared, and then I will once again try to rouse him.
That's fine. Yep, he's missing out.
I know, this is great bacon. He actually thought there might be bacon, but I didn't know, and now I see it. And I really think he's missing out.
Yep.
About half hour goes by. You've finished your meal. Dark still has not come down to visit.
I will go. What do we remember? Was Brina coming with us on the mission? She was, right?
It looked like she is going. Yes.
Okay. So, if Brina comes down, please let her know that Miramath is up and ready and just working on Darik.
I will let her know.
Wonderful. I go up the stairs, rolling my eyes like, gotta get going.
And you didn't even have to take a watch.
I didn't even have to take a watch.
Oh, if only Artemis could see this now.
Nice wool beds, no watches needed.
It's like heaven. And now
food provided.
Stupid shadow. Sorry, I'm not upset about that still at all. It's cool. We're good.
Well, maybe you'll see Artemis again in the Deadlands.
Oh.
You go back up and Darik he's got like his outfit on, but he's back in bed laying down, like soaking as many minutes as he can out here.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm actually moisturizing right now. I'm exfoliating. I just need to get more.
So Miramath, in hopes that it'll like rouse him, like, wait, what? Out of confusion, he just goes, "Ew, Darik."
Shut up, Skylar. Stop, Skylar. Shut up. Oh, it's just you, Miramath. What? Why are you saying who? It wasn't funny.
It was. I mean, you're a little more awake.
No, I need to. Look, I just need 4 more minutes with this. Then I have to go downstairs. I'm going to get my breakfast. Okay.
There is bacon.
Yeah, and then once I have that, okay, I'm almost done. I just have to brush my hair, and then I have to just gather up my things. Okay, and I'm so close.
Well, why don't you head down to breakfast now? I will gather your things for you and meet you downstairs.
Can you exfoliate for me? Because I need 3 more minutes.
Just give me a thing of sandpaper.
You're an odd person.
I don't need to exfoliate. I have perfect skin.
Oh, yeah, well, we can't all be elves, okay?
No, it doesn't have to do with that.
Unnaturally long lives.
Really small pores. Like, it's...
Yeah, it's fine. Uh-huh. So you just came upstairs to just rub that in my exfoliating face?
No, I came up here because it's my job to get you awake. Brina...
Well, if you want me to go faster, why don't you just bring me the plate of breakfast and then I can go faster?
But I offered to bring your stuff down. I thought that would be like the compromise.
No, you don't know how to pack things. Do you know tuck tuck fold? Do you know TTF? Are you familiar?
I know tuck and roll.
No.
They trained us that one.
Miramath, you're woefully unprepared for this. I'm sorry.
I have a flail.
That's not going to help you with this.
Oh.
You'd just be flailing about.
Okay. I feel like
it's a little joke for you. That's a joke for you. Why don't you go tell somebody your joke now that it's yours?
Okay, I go back downstairs.
You go back downstairs. You notice that the clock that doesn't actually exist that's there says about 5 minutes to time to go.
Oh goodness, this is not good. 5 minutes. Oh. I make like a plate of food and then I'm like, well, we probably shouldn't take the plate. So I like put it into a napkin and then I put 3 more napkins under it. I'm like, okay, I think this works. And I go upstairs. I'm like, we've only got like 3 minutes, Darik.
Oh, you know, Miramath, I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time before. This is so sweet. It's so sweet. Thank you. You're so sweet.
3 minutes, Darik.
Okay, yeah.
And then we're
going.
going.
And you see Darik sit like on his bed and like take out one of the napkins and unfold it, place it down, and then the next napkin, and he sort of like starts to like make a nice place setting for himself, and starts to set out the food, and just makes himself a happy little meal that he clearly has lots of time to sit there and eat.
2 minutes now, Darik. I'm going back downstairs. You should be almost right behind me.
Yeah, right behind you. This is good bacon, though. This is delicious.
Isn't it? It's really... Stop focusing on the bacon.
If you could just find the chef for me and just next time just suggest that what they do is they let it simmer just a little bit longer on a lower temperature rather than frying it too quickly on the hotter temperature. If you could just do that for me.
Yes, of course. If I see them, I deliberately don't look for them.
Well, you won't see them up here.
Okay, I head downstairs. I pause by Brina's room. Does it seem like is the door open at all? Like she's
the door is not open.
And I haven't seen her downstairs at all, right?
Correct.
I'll knock on her door as I'm leaving, just to be like, Brina.
There is no response from within.
No response. All right, well then she must have gone downstairs while I'm doing all of this. I go downstairs. Has Brina been down?
She has not been through.
No, not yet.
I haven't seen her.
Really? Not up at all?
Yeah, no. We've been here since an hour before sunrise.
Well, yes. Well, an hour and 12 minutes about. But
yes.
Whilst you are discussing where Brina is, the front door opens.
Mm-hmm.
Under Captain Brina Shaw greets you.
Oh, haha.
Right on time.
Her leather armor shines with a high polish. Gladius hangs at her belt in a green and gray leathery scabbard.
Wow.
A pack rests at her feet. She looks around. And the other one?
The other one is just upstairs grabbing the last of his equipment.
I don't have a pocket watch to pull out here. But she's like, I was very clear. We leave just before dawn. And yes. I believe I made it your responsibility.
He is awake. That was my responsibility.
But he is not here.
No. And I told him to be here.
You do notice her attitude is very starkly different than it was yesterday. Very well. Go and fetch the 5 horses then.
Yes, of course. And I go for the horses.
You go out to the stable and they are already saddled, tied to a hitching post.
Can I run to the horse that I have a connection with?
Connection's a strong word, don't you think?
I think we had a pretty good first day.
I feel like you accosted that horse.
Give me an handle animal check just to see how this horse responds to you charging at it, running towards it.
That's a 1 on the die.
No.
Oh no.
For
yep.
5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give this a percentage roll.
I got a 5, Jared. Does that
I'm gonna go
mean
high.
The horse likes me?
High, one thing happens. Low, another thing happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they both sound bad.
I'm the one with the reins right now. Thank you, by the way.
You're like, oh, dibs on this horse, and you run towards it. As you get close to it, its back legs kick out behind, narrowly missing your head. You have spooked the horse. It is in an indifferent state towards you at this point.
Interesting. Even though I have wild empathy.
Yup.
Interesting.
All wild empathy lets you do is like get in its mind. Like
I'm in your head, horse.
It's state of emotion. After a few moments, I assume that Dark comes down.
I think you would have to find Dark. He's flossing upstairs. But yeah, once enough shouts would come, he'd make his way downstairs. But he's probably carrying way too many things for this.
Here's the thing. Time passes, and you come downstairs. There is no one down here, save the halfling lady cleaning up the dishes.
Yeah. Dara goes back to bed.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
And so Adam rode himself out.
I guess. Well, all right. He would look outside at least before that.
You look outside and you see the rest of the group gathering up materials, getting ready to mount some horses.
Oh, I knew they would leave without me. I knew they would.
Yeah, because the entire rest of this doesn't work.
Yeah.
We just leave. It's just the two of us. Yeah.
You glance outside and you see Brenna tying her pack to the rear of a saddle and mounting effortlessly and waiting.
Yeah, Dark pulls up the hood, all mysterious like, and then we'll go up to his horse and get all of his things loaded on there. It's an annoying amount of things that he's got to load on the horse too. There's a tent that he's got to get on there. He's got to get his bedroll. He has his cooking gear, his portable shower. He has multiple bags, some rolling, some not.
Brina is not pleased. She's perhaps you should have awoken earlier. Time management is important. This is the last I will speak of it. I expect you to be on time and punctual from here on out.
And I give Mirameth a dirty look, and I'm like, why didn't you wake me earlier?
I woke you with plenty of time, young one.
Yeah, young one. Oh, I have perfect skin. I never age.
With that, she turns the mount and begins to ride out. Are you all getting on horses and going?
Yes.
Give me a handle animal or a ride check, just not to fall on the ground.
You say that, and little do you know that I'm going to fall on the ground.
Well, if it helps, Brian Newmanator donated $10 to give you and Mirameth a lucky.
Ooh,
okay.
Nice. I accept. I will use that lucky for my ride check. I will need that lucky for my ride check. 14.
I got a 19.
15 for Mirameth.
13.
All right. It's getting cold in my apartment. I'm putting on my hoodie. You all managed to get on the horse. Some a little more effortlessly than others, but you get on the horse and begin riding out of town. The morning is pleasant, if humid. Puffy clouds on the horizon indicate that there more than likely will be a rain shower later in the day. After a few miles, the farmed fields fall away, and the glint of the wall surrounding Mearst also falls away. You pass a few vendors and carts heading into the city for the day's markets and trade. Jungle trees rise to heights of well over 100 feet. Below them, smaller trees produce a canopy so thick that little light reaches the rainforest floor. Masses of vines and liana twine up towards the sun. Ferns, mosses, and herbaceous plants push through a thick carpet of leaves. The road is fairly maintained, though even if it weren't, there is little undergrowth to hamper any movement. Patches of fog hang in the air where the sun's heat hasn't completely melted the moisture away. The sound of water dripping, along with birds and insects chirping, is rather calming. You ride for probably about 3 hours. Brianna reins up, and lets you all gather. And she gathers you and says, as this is your first patrol, you should have some information upon it. This is a 3-day patrol. It takes 1.5 days to get from here to the way station, and then to the way station on the far side of the Protectorate Tower, and then 1.5 days to get back coming around the other way of the Protectorate Tower. Your goal and responsibility is to maintain the peace, put any problems at rest, and above all, protect the tower as much as you can. With that, she turns and continues riding up the road. About 3 hours later, I need everyone to give me a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh, that's gonna do it.
Darik is back and rolling.
Shoulda
27.
Shoulda called out my lucky.
19.
6.
10.
Okay.
Noah's the leader.
Mirameth and Darik are kind of in the back, like arguing still about how it's Mirameth's fault that Darik wasn't awake. Where as Dante and Milva up ahead hear, coming from off in the distance, which sounds like sparks and metal under stress and faint explosions being heard.
Ooh.
There is no visible source of these noises. Noises continue for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then silence completely.
At any point during that 5 to 6 minutes, did they point those noises out to us so that we would hear them, or no?
I probably would. If you guys are kind of arguing or discussing things, I would. Shh. Do you all hear that?
Maybe.
These sounds are new to you, Milva. You've been in the area and you've done this ride quite a few times at this point. But there's nothing out here that should spark. The only piece of civilization out this way is the tower, and you are still some miles from the tower.
Doesn't sound normal. These parts.
Jared, knowledge local on the sound? Does that do anything for me?
I'd give you a local, maybe.
I'll roll it. Don't worry about it. It's a 16. I don't think that's going to do too much for me.
I mean, yeah, you're thrown a little bit still about kind of where you are. This is the closest you've been to any city that has had a tower, and like I said earlier, you still feel that energized air around you, but nothing that points you in a direct place.
I'm gonna draw my short bow and sort of ride with that.
Yeah.
You know, not like, you know, out there riding, but you know,
just at your side.
It's
ready.
in hand. Yeah, it's now. I'm now ready to fire it.
Good. Another hour passes. The sound does not return. However, while riding the patrol up ahead on the road, you come across the remnants of a broken and discarded wagon. Look off in the distance, slightly burning.
Like a horse-drawn wagon?
Like a horse-drawn wagon. The embers, not embers, there's some char marks, like a lantern fell lit and then burned itself out on it.
Can I tell how long ago this might have happened?
Give me a perception check. For those new to Pathfinder, perception is the most rolled stat.
Oh, that's a 16 plus 7, 23.
Yeah, it looks like it's been maybe 4 to 8 hours sometime in the night.
4 to 8 hours. It's fairly recent, I point out.
Can I see if there are footprints like going in any direction around?
Yeah. Are you just going right up to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably would.
Give me a survival check.
Okay. Oh, that is a 24.
Okay. What you can see are several sets of footprints, non-humanoid, and one set of large human footprints and a smaller set of human footprints. Also, everyone else, not Dante because he's up there, you see a large rock exit from the covering of the forest. Not large rock, but like a throwable rock.
Okay, I was like, you're gonna murder this horse?
From the edge of the forest in Dante's direction, missing him and slamming into the side of the wagon. And you hear, hey, get away from there! It's mine! Glancing into the forest, you can see a small boy of about 6 years old, standing with a sling, and he's got some cuts on his face.
Hello over there. I'm sorry, and I'll back the horse back, and I'm like, what happened? Are you okay?
Give me back my paw! And you can see him starting to wind up another.
Whoa! Who are you looking for?
My pa, they came in the night and took him.
Where did they go? Do you know which way they ran off to? How are you? How are you okay?
I hid in the woods.
You're such a strong boy then.
They drug him and the bellmare off into the forest.
Can you point the direction they took him?
It's very clear.
Yeah.
Because you found the footprints earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That if you follow the footprints back a little bit into the forest, you can see there starts to become large drag marks.
Okay.
Brianna is like, oh, this is probably a pack of burrow ants. They've come out more frequently recently and attacking travelers.
Burrow ants?
Burrow ants, yes.
Burrow ants.
Those sound healthy.
Dante's gonna unmount the horse and like with his hands up slowly walk towards the boy. He's like, you're hurt. I can heal you. Is that okay? Don't
touch me.
Okay.
You're not my dad.
I'm going to roll him a cure light wounds because I have a potion of cure light wounds. I'll set it down a few feet in front of him. I'm like, that is a healing potion. If you want to, feel free to drink it. You'll feel a lot better. We are going to go get your father back. And then he kind of backs away.
I just want my paw. I just need my paw.
I know, and you're doing such a great job. You're so strong for being out here by yourself. But you have to stay strong, and the way you do that is by drinking that potion. And I want to do a diplomacy to try to.
Sure, that's a thing. That
would it be diplomacy or would it be something?
that's the appropriate skill for sure.
Okay. So that's a 2 minus 1 makes a 1.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I was helping.
Mm-hmm.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't open up to you, or he doesn't become receptive to your thoughts, but he doesn't like shy away either.
Okay, then I am going to take a few steps back and just let him know he has a space. And just reiterate that we're gonna try to help him.
Brina.
Reiterate. There we go.
Brina calls back for Milva.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Milva, take these 3. Go find the boy's father. I'll stay here and attend the boy.
Will do. And I'm gonna try to track these footprints or like kind of follow them along very cautiously.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Okay, because I have.
You're a ranger, so you get a bonus,
yes,
I believe,
I
to
get
track.
a bonus. Yep. So that's okay. Let me survival. Okay, that's on 11, even with the bonus.
I mean, it's not great, but again, it's not a super difficult trail to follow. You can clearly kind of watch to where it goes, and then you lose it occasionally, and then pick it up again. I'm assuming Mirameth and Darik are going as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Am I incorrect?
Yeah. Yes, we will go.
Cool. As you as you walk through the undergrowth of this forest, you come across a large mound. Drag marks on the ground are apparent. Some heavy things were definitely drugged this way. You come across a large mound burrow. 2 giant ants stand sentry at the entryway, thin but roughly the size of ponies. Antennae on their flat heads systematically feel the air and the forest floor. The drag marks lead into the entrance. What are you doing?
Elven Curved Blade is out.
Yep, I will take mine out too, my longbow.
I'm going to. You'll look if you look at Dante. He has his hand out, and real quickly a fire emanates from his hand, and he's actually he'll wait until we have an answer of what we're gonna do.
Dark doesn't wait; he shoots first.
That tracks. We're gonna do that, but let's do an initiative as well, so that we can get into combat adventure.
Oh God, that's a 13.
15.
Yeah, you said 15 for Milva?
Yes.
What about Mirmeth?
9.
Nice.
It's okay. I'm just waiting to hit. All right, that's why I'm going to use them.
And Dark?
Big numbers.
13.
13.
Rolls have not been good today.
What is your dex bonus, Dark?
Dex or initiative bonus? Which one do you want?
I want Dex. Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine's a 3. You go first.
Okay, so Dark. And they will go after this. Ooh, they rolled well. Oh, they don't have a bonus, though. Haha. Okay, so you have 2 targets, Adam Rady. One on the left of the door and one on the right. They are currently flat-footed to you.
That's what I wanted.
Because they are unaware of your presence.
Right is wrong.
You fire your bow.
I pull back the bow. If you were to see Dark in that moment, his eyes like go super thin, and he like gets real serious, and he's got his hood up. He's like, and then he whispers under his breath, "Never again." Hey, maybe I hit something. Who knows? 12 plus 5 is 17, and they are unawares of me, so I believe they are flat-footed.
Yeah, you do indeed hit them, or hit one of them. Let's call the one you hit Ant A.
Cool. I was going for Ant right side, but
wait,
cool.
Does that mean the other one's good old Ant B?
Yep. It absolutely does.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on that journey with me, Nathan.
You're welcome.
All right. I did not roll above a 3 on either of those D6s. Don't worry. The streak continues.
Never do.
We got to get you new D6s.
6 total damage. 6.
6 total. Nothing to sneeze at. The arrow flies from your bow and pierces deep into the thorax of this giant ant. I assume ants have thoraxes.
Sounds right.
Some ant blood ichor. What color is ant blood? Clear?
It's like black? I don't know.
Blackish? I don't know. Some antish, bloodish ichor pours out as it turns its head towards your direction. The other ant, Ant B, also looks in your direction, and it is their turn. Oops. Oh, their speed is a lot more than I thought. Let's see. Are you on the horses or are you on foot?
I never said I was off the horse, so I'm still on the horse.
If you want the choice, you can be off. I'm not going to hold that against you.
I feel like I wouldn't have ridden the horse into the woods.
I also was not foolish like Dante. I got off the horse.
I'm just the lone person in this woods
just
on a horse.
on the horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that plays well. I'm going to do that. I'm still on the horse.
Okay, but you have your fire on the horse now.
I do. I'm not touching the horse.
Don't light the horse on fire.
Well, I mean, you're sitting on the horse, but no,
Yes,
I know what you mean.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. It was clear that Milva was in front, and
yep,
I assume Mirmeth would also be somewhere near the front.
Yeah.
So these are both gonna come out. They're rather quick for their large size, moving at 50 feet.
Oh, shit.
They close the distance very swiftly. The first one rears back and tries to sting or bite you. Tries to sting you with its ant stinger. Honestly, I don't know how ant
pinchers
works. No, not the mandibles. It's got a stinger. I don't know. It does have mandibles.
They do in your work or in your world.
Yeah, yep. They got stingers.
Okay.
The first one, Milva, does a 15 hit you?
No, my AC
Okay.
is 17.
The sting comes awfully close, but swings wide. Mear-Meth, perhaps you won't be as lucky. This one will try to bite you in its mandibles.
Yep.
That is a natural 20 on the die.
Ooh.
My friend, that is gonna get you.
Yes, it is.
Oof. I may have figured out how you're getting written out for next week.
Yeah.
By killing you?
Figured that out real quick.
Yeah, this is.
I got my other character though, Jared.
Okay, he rolled really low. You're only taking 5 damage, but you are grabbed. You have the grabbed condition modifier as the mandibles clamp in around you. And remember, this is a pony-sized ant, so it's not super small. I mean, its mouth is not a small thing. That brings us to Milva. You are now face-to-face with a giant ant.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the one right in front of me.
What weapon are you using?
Well, I have my longbow drawn, so I would use that.
Okay, so Pathfinder is a little different. If you take a shot in melee range, he'll get basically a free swipe at you. Alternately, you can take a 5-foot step to kind of mitigate that distance and take that shot. However, if you don't have the point blank feet,
I do not.
Point blank shot, there's a slight modifier.
Oh wait, I did pick up
okay.
point blank shot. So
okay. So you can take a step and get.
Yes, I think I will do that. And I'll take a step and try to shoot him with my longbow.
Okay, you take a step backwards, avoiding its pincers.
Yes.
And you fire an arrow into it. I'll say you're firing an arrow at the same one that Dark hit.
Okay.
So roll to hit.
All right, that is a 16. 16 to hit.
16 is enough to hit.
Okay, and D8.
So you fire an arrow directly at this thing's face.
So that is 6 piercing damage.
Woo! You bear an arrow up to the fletching into its ant equivalent of a shoulder. I don't know what that is because I don't know entomology. No? Sorry. Mm-hmm. Do you have any other
I think that's it.
things to do? Great.
Yeah.
Great. You are making short work of this one. It is now Darik's turn.
Good.
Dark's gonna take a 5-foot step back. I know he's not right up there in combat, but he'll take a 5-foot anyways, just get a little more distance and take another shot at the one that he did hit earlier.
Yep.
He does not have point blank shot, so he will be taking the -4 to this one.
Okay.
And that's unfortunate. So that's a 5 total.
Well, actually, you won't take the -4 because she backed out of melee range with it.
Oh, then it's a 9.
9 is not enough.
Right.
But
I
you
didn't
didn't
figure
take
it would be.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You moved. You took your shot. Okay. Dante on the horse.
Can my horse charge?
You cannot use this horse as a battle horse because you are not trained, nor is it.
Also, it doesn't really like you that much.
This isn't even the horse you want to sleep with.
Yeah, it kind of tolerates you. It's like us.
What's horse's speed? Can I basically get behind one of the ants?
I mean, yeah, you could ride it. You'd need a handle animal check to move it into combat.
That's fine. That is a 21. to handle
Okay,
animals.
you can get behind them. Do you want to get like right behind them?
Yeah, because I'm going to take the flame that's in my hand and press it upon the ants that was damaged by Darik and Milva.
You can throw that too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because Lamar
it just sounds cooler, like me pressing it into its back as it melts around the fire.
Okay. So give me. This is the same one that they've been shooting at, or the other one?
Yes, the same one.
Okay. So give me a touch attack roll.
That's a 20 dirty.
That will hit for sure. You press this flaming hand into the
6
butt
damage
of an ant for 6 damage. It crackles and the carapace falls to the ground. The antennae stop moving. You have defeated one ant.
Nice.
But there is still one ant remaining.
Another.
And it is on Mirameth. What do you do?
I am going to use one of those wonderful gifts from the wonderful people. I got lucky, so I'm going to roll at advantage.
Nice.
Oh, so close to that critical range. That is a 17. I'm grappled, so I take a -2. So 17 plus 3 is a soft 20.
That does still hit.
Wonderful. So I will do my damage. Roll that up. Oh, shoot. I gotta check what that was. Yep, that's what I thought it was. Actually, I have to re-roll that because it landed either on 1 or 7. And with the Norse Foundries, they're so the same. And when I went to pick it up, I'll just say it was a 1 because I moved it. So 1 plus 1, 2 damage.
Well, that was nice of you.
Because it was, yeah.
Though I like Norse Foundry dice.
I do like them. They're beautiful. It's just, look, the 1 and the 7. They got that fancy one that's just real close.
We can't see the dice at all.
I can see it. Wrong camera. Camera. There we go.
No, a little bit down.
There it is.
Right there.
There it is. You see that? 7?
Yeah.
And then, there's the 1 and there's the 7. It's like, wait, which is it?
You're slowly taking it off screen.
I don't know where the camera is.
you're like this, and you're like, you guys.
It's all just magic to Nathan. He's not sure how this all works.
Do you see that? Hey guys, do you see this dice? Do you see the dice?
So 2 damage then.
2 damage.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting at.
And you're using the Elven Blade, right?
Yes, the Elven Curved Blade.
Yours or Artemis?
Mine. I'm going to use mine.
Okay.
Artemis is safe.
That brings us back to the ant's turn. Ant B's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Did not like the upswing from your Elven Curve Blade. Has you already grappled or grabbed. So we'll try to come in with the sting and see if that does a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you are essentially flat-footed to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And it's only a 3 on the die, so I don't think a 6 is going to do it.
No.
I really wanted to get someone with this sting.
Don't do it.
It, in addition to its sting, it kind of flails you about and it doesn't cause damage, but it just shakes you around to assert its ant dominance over you. The antennae are constantly feeling your face. It's very disturbing. It'd be real weird if you had just had a dream about spiders or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I slept very soundly.
That brings us to Oh, well, hold on. We just had a follow from Miss J Sharp.
Hey.
Ooh, thanks for the follow.
Thank you.
Is that our 2,700 follow?
No. So Twitch was doing a slow count earlier. I apologize. We are at 2697, so we are 3 away. I apologize. It was a weird Twitch thing. Everybody knows how Twitch does weird counting sometimes. So we're 2697. So we're 3
Almost
follows
there.
away from 27,000.
Well, thank you for the follow.
I apologize.
Hope you enjoy it. Milva, what are you doing? Your new friend Mirameth is being held by this ant. If you fire your weapon into melee, which they are currently engaged in. You're going to take a -4 penalty.
Oof. Okay.
Just so you know.
I will attempt anyway.
Okay.
And just let him go. And I'm going to fire. That is a 17.
That is enough to hit.
Oh, good. All right, so D8. Nice. Let's see, and that is 7 piercing on my D8. Yay!
Ooh, nice. She's like better at combat than all of you guys.
I'm a professional.
She's the leader. She's the leader. Jared.
I'm the leader of this group.
She's the leader.
Trained professional.
Are you going to move? You still have a move action available to you?
How far away am I currently from? I'd like
not
to keep
far, only like 10 to 15 feet away from.
I'd like to keep a little bit of distance, so I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, that's fair and valid.
And that's my turn.
Dark.
This one is engaged with Mirameth in combat, correct?
Correct.
Great. Well, I'll still take the shot at it because why not?
You do have a lucky on the board.
You have a lucky.
If you need it.
I do,
and I'd prefer if you didn't roll a 1.
Well, I don't care. So there. 11 total.
That is not enough to do it.
That's what I figured. Cool. Dark will just roll his eyes at it.
An arrow twangs and flies past. And if Skylar were here, you just know she'd. Dark. That brings us to Dante. What are you doing?
How far is this other ant by me?
Only like 10 to 15 feet.
Interesting. Is it a move action to get off the horse?
I'll take half your move to get off the horse.
Cool. I'm going to get off, rush the ant, and try to shove this flame in its face to sear one of the mandibles off.
Okay, so you're approaching the bitey end. Got it.
Yes.
Give me a hit roll. What's
That's a natural 20. Ooh. Oh my god.
Almost there. You're doing it.
Let's produce flame, right? That's what you're casting?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you absolutely hit this ant for sure, for totes. There's a flare up between Mirameth and this ant's face. It's a searing flare.
9
so
points
hot
of damage.
that Mirameth almost feels it. How much?
9.
9 damage. Wow. And once again, just maybe Dante has magical ant hands or something, but he approaches his ant and the carapace just crumbles to the ground.
Yes.
You are victorious and you have defeated the ants outside. If I were
Good
Ben,
work.
I'd know where the good horn sound is, but I don't. So
we had a noise. I think it works.
Yeah.
Congratulations. What do? You are left with the drag marks and the entry way.
We're getting that boy's father back, no matter what. I turn around and start moving in.
Hold up. There might be more. We should be cautious. Approach with caution.
I do not listen to that.
You speak good advice, but I'll ignore it.
Yeah, Dark almost like goes to speak up to agree with her, and then realizes that Dante runs off, and he's. It's very clear Dark is getting angry, which is interesting. But yeah, I think Dark will probably see that Nilva is much better at this bow thing than he is. So he's going to equip his rapier and his light mace and continue forward. All stealth-like.
Okay. Those of you who are going stealth mode, hit me with a stealth roll.
I will say Mirameth is outside like collecting himself as everyone else is running in, and he's like, oh. And he taps himself, lay on hands.
No one even tended to you.
Nope, nobody cared. They just.
I feel like, yeah.
Pretty sure he's the healer of the party, anyways.
Yep. And I just got all that damage back, and then some, but not really, because that's not how it works.
All right, who's stealth mode activate here?
Well, if they go in, I'll kind of follow cautiously behind. So I will also stealth.
Okay.
I do apologize because I think I misspoke. My intention was not to leave the group with Dante. I felt that Dante was doing the wrong thing. So Darg is going to go with Milva and Mirameth, but I think that he would like to go first in that group to stealth ahead to try to let them know what's up.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, hit me with your stealth roll, Milva and
Okay.
Dark.
14 for me.
23.
I also got a 17 as I'm trying to catch up.
And then you're not stealthing Dante.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay. Is
Did you take
Benji
the
following
horse?
you into
No,
this?
I got off the horse.
Okay.
And I'm walking in.
Is Benji coming into the ant burrow with you?
Yeah, so I should have said this earlier, but I have like a little Sacagawea pouch that I put Benji in on rides so he doesn't bounce around. And he is currently still in that pouch.
So you have a salamander papoose.
A Bjorn?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Shoulder bag?
Like front or back?
Front.
So like he's just staring at you as you're riding horses?
Yes, because I like to talk to him, maybe feed him a couple flies. That's my best buddy.
Dante's a weird dude, but cool.
Yeah. I do want to say that chat has officially made Benji the number 2 in command.
Yes, I saw that. But I approve of this. As Milva is the leader, I approve of Benji being second in command.
I accept that.
His only command was blah. That's all he does.
Such powerful words in that blah. I'm inspired.
Remember when Mirameth was in charge?
I killed 5 beings in one blow. I survived rats. Come on.
Okay. Darik and Dante. You get to the second chamber here. This large chamber is dark and humid. Hanging from the ceiling are several pupae in spun cocoons. The floor is covered in molted larva husks and worm-shaped creatures with no eyes, only a mouth. A giant nurse ant moves around the room, covering the worms with its saliva, apparently oblivious to your presence. There is one exit from this chamber. What do you do?
Me or the group?
You are up there, and then as you're getting ready to stride boldly forth, Darik kind of pops in super secret like next to you.
I am going to yell out, even though this ant can't understand me, give that father back now! And chuck a flame. Has it been more than a minute?
I would say yeah.
Damn. Could I retroactively say I recasted it when I was walking in?
I mean, you could cast it now.
I guess I'll cast it now. That's my turn because I casted it.
You guys a little further back see a flare of light illuminate the room.
Dark's going to wait for Dante to become a juicy target before he moves into flank and get that bonus, yo.
The ant walking around and covering these worms with its saliva does not heed you. Awesome. Continues about its business, almost indifferent to your presence.
I'm gonna chuck a flame at the back of its head.
Just as Milva and Mirameth arrive to this situation, you see Dante rearing back. He just kind of glances behind you, gives you a little Dante wink, chucks this ball of fire forward towards this ant that has not attacked him in any way, shape, or form.
What are you doing?
Give me a to hit, or give me your attack roll.
I'm gonna move into a more hidden position, Jared. While this
there's like
happening.
jutties and
yeah,
you've seen ant farms. There's all kinds of places to hide and.
Yeah, I want to be not next to the guy yelling, throwing fire.
That's fair. That's valid.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit. It almost hits.
Even though she's flat-footed?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
It's almost
Is she flat-footed? Because you did yell at her.
But she is because she's not really aware, like paying attention. But it also doesn't hit her AC.
Okay.
It's almost as if she's an animal and has a natural AC that is unaffected by flat-footedness.
Got me.
Flame washes over some. Flame washes over some of these worm-shaped, no-eyed creatures.
Does it catch them on fire?
It does not, but it does catch the attention of the ant. So now, again, we are back into initiative, my friends.
Okay.
Because you attacked an ant.
Dirty 20.
Michael Jordan. 23.
LeBron James?
No, like 20. Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Frank Gore? What is Dark at?
Well, Dark has a +6 to his initiative, so that would make it an 8.
You still go before him.
I don't have much better. I got a 9.
All right. And then, okay. So, Miramath, you see this flame fly in there, and this ant glances up, and if you could see its pupils, which you can't because I don't think ants have a visible white in their eye, they would be heavily fixated on the source of that flame, and it's as if on their turn they will do anything they can to extinguish it, the source of the flame. What do you do?
And your hand just is like on fire?
Yeah, it's a constant flame that when I throw it, it appears back afterwards. It doesn't burn me or my equipment as well.
Can I do this? Let's see if let's add some flavor here. Because the ant is focused on the fire. I want to grab my shield off my back and press it against his hand into the wall.
What?
To like put out the fire. / at least cover the flame so that it's not seen.
So now the wall's on fire?
That's not
the wall's dirt.
Yeah.
I'll say you put the shield up and press it against the wall to try to put it out, but it is a magical fire, and you feel like if you leave your shield there longer, it catch.
I'll as I'm doing this, I'll say, Dante, what are you doing?
I'm getting this boy's father back.
The father's not even in here. Not this room. It's his aunt, not his father. Sorry.
Okay, you might have a point, Miramath, but I did not think this through, and so I'm going to finish it.
Cool. Dante, your action. What are you doing?
Chucking the fire at him.
At Miramath?
No, can I like go above his shield and throw it?
Give me a CMB against Miramath's CMD to kind of break free your arm.
Okay. Really pushing it on me.
I don't know what your CMD is.
It's 16 or minus 16. Does an 18 beat your CMD?
18 is my CMD, so I guess yes.
It does, yeah. So you just jerk your hand free and chuck this flaming piece of magical pyre orb at this creature. Roll to hit.
Hit right in the face. I didn't hit it right in the face. I got a 4.
Cool. Once again, flame washes over these young, helpless, innocent larvae, enraging this nurse ant even further. Milva, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna just try to go for the ant. Again, I draw my longbow, or it's already been drawn, so I will try to attack it. That is a 23. Wow, 17 plus 6.
Nice.
23.
Michael.
She is the leader.
That will absolutely hit.
Okay, and D8. 4.
You drop. You pierce this creature right in the abdomen with an arrow. It still is focused on that fire because that fire is what is harming the children. The larva.
Let them burn.
Dark.
Oh, yep.
You see all this unfolding. You're still kind of hidden off there in the cut. No one is aware of you, or the ant is not aware of you.
I'm just gonna like angrily whisper to Dante, this is how people die when you don't listen and you just run off all reckless. And I'll just wait for something to happen.
You don't have to wait long. Because there's a charging ant charging directly at Dante.
Question, do I get a shield bone because his shield's in front of me?
No.
You CMD'd your way out of that.
But Mirameth will get an attack of opportunity as it comes up and moves right past him to attack you.
So this is odd because I figured that I was just holding my two-handed weapon in my hand. But it's a two-handed weapon, so I can't use it with my shield.
Correct.
Can you use your shield to punch?
Oh,
you can.
I can't do that.
But it's a basic melee attack. I
can shield bash it.
So yeah, you can give it a shield bash.
I'll give it a shield bash then. Let's see what happens. I crit fail.
Oh, nice. You're thrown off, and it's sitting weird on your arm because Dante. So you go to flail and just bash it in, but you didn't the strap wasn't connected.
Yeah,
and you have launched this shield completely across the room and into this pile of larvae that have been roasted and crispy.
See, I wasn't the only one hitting kids.
The metal
that was an
rivets. The metal rivets holding your shield together still glow with the heat from Dante's fire, and you do scold a few more of the larvae.
Oops.
Meanwhile, the nurse ant charges in and goes for Dante to end this suffering upon its people.
Warranted. I feel like it's totally fair.
Well, I rolled a 19.
Oh.
19 is my AC.
Well, I didn't even add its stuff yet.
Okay. Is it a negative?
If we were in second edition, this would be a critical, but we're not, sadly.
Thank goodness.
So it bites down on it. This ant does not have the same grasping mandibles that the ones outside did, but it does have a smaller mouth, but it does bite you. It does bite into you. You take 7 points of damage.
Oof.
As these ant fangs clamp into you.
Okay.
The ant is at a -2 AC for the rest of this round because of its charge at Dante. Mirameth, your turn. You have no shield, but you do have a two-handed weapon.
I don't want to attack this thing, but now I have to protect my compatriot.
You sound so upset about
you attacked a nursemaid. That's what you did. An ant nurse. An ant maternity ward nurse. That's what you did, man. I want to do non-lethal damage as I swing.
Oh my god.
So you're trying to use the flat of the blade?
Yeah, and that makes sense. I only rolled a 9, so should be good with that. Not hitting it.
You have missed it.
Perfect.
So you don't even need to worry about that non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
I still haven't hurt a maternity ward nurse.
Milva. Nope. Dante.
Okay.
You're face to face with this ant creature. You're quickly becoming known as the Bane of Ants.
Mm-hmm.
Benji is going to jump out of my little sack, pouch,
Phrasing.
and bite the face of this ant while I push this flame in its face.
Is one of the tricks you taught Benji
attack? Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh, go Benji.
Give me a handle animal check.
Okay.
To see if you can get him to do it.
16
plus,
yeah,
plenty.
Plus, yeah.
Plenty.
Okay.
Give me an attack roll for Benji.
Okay, Benji's attack. It's a natural 20!
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is Benji better?
Don't ask me these questions that
I don't even want to hurt this thing, so don't even ask why is Benji better than Miramath, okay?
I was going to say better than everybody.
Yeah, Benji's second in command, remember.
I'm doing everything I set out to do, which is nothing.
Dark and Miramath are par for the course.
That is 11 points of damage.
Wow.
6 and a 5. Oh, wait, actually, I haven't added his bite as well. Hold on. That's 13 damage.
Excited at the size of this feast in front of this salamander. His Benji's eyes are bigger than his stomach here as he tries to just engulf this ant. It is not happening, but he does take a giant chunk directly out of the midsection of this creature. Ichor and ooze run everywhere. It is still up. It is wobbly on its feet.
Good, because I'm going to shove that flame into its chest.
Okay, roll to do that.
That's a 19 on the die. So that's over 20. Does that hit?
It does.
Okay.
Give me
4
damage.
damage.
Okay. You press your hand once again into an ant, and it's almost a familiar feeling now. Druid, man of nature. You know the feeling. If someone asks you what it's like to feel ants as they burn, you can answer without a doubt. As you burn yet another carapace to the floor, the exoskeleton crunches beneath your feet. You have defeated the nurse ant, leaving all these baby larvae unattended to. What do you do?
I carefully get my shield.
Like, I imagine you're like tiptoeing across.
Yep.
Can I start? Or you said there were like hanging webs with things in it?
They're hanging cocoons, yeah.
I would like to start. I want to take out my scimitar and delicately cut open these pouches.
What? Okay, you give me a nature check.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess I should have done a check before. This would be smart.
Is Dante's thought that the dude is wrapped up in this?
Yes, that is
Okay.
exactly his thought. And
That
he
makes
has an
it a little
intelligence
better.
of +0. So that's a 13. What was the knowledge?
Nature.
Nature. 13 plus 6, 19.
These are clearly just the pupa stage of the creatures when they go from the larva in before they spin a cocoon and then become the ants.
Oh, then I'm gonna.
So this is the middle stage.
Yeah, I'll just go through and stab these ants.
Cool.
Like Miramath grabs his shield carefully from this pile of larvae and is just looking at this monstrosity.
There's just blood and half-developed ant parts raining from the ceiling, falling all over Dante as he willfully and gleefully
Dark
these things.
Dark leans over to Milva and he says, "Yeah, so that's our druid."
I see. Yes.
I don't know that he knows what a druid does.
I technically never finished my druid school, so
Are all druids this way? Because this is kind of how Lamar is in HEI as well.
All he likes is bears.
He likes bears and murdering every other aspect of the woods.
I won't hurt animals, but insects are disgusting.
That's fair game. Yeah.
Do I see any drag marks or like footprints of?
Yeah, the drag marks continue through this into the next chamber.
Yeah, I was going to say while he's doing that, I'll kind of inspect the area and see if I can find the next.
It's rather linear. There's not a lot of offshoots. The offshoots are more like
I make it seem like it's kind of like I know what I'm doing, and I'm like, all right, we gotta go this way. I kind of set the scene like I'm examining the ground and looking where the tracks are that way. Just try to make it look like I'm a professional.
I have no reason not to believe her, and I follow her.
I'm still so shocked by what Dante's doing. I might leave Dante behind and just be like, I thought I knew you.
Those of you moving forward into the next chamber. The next chamber is a smaller chamber with a mix of leaf pieces and twig bits here and there. There is a warmth emanating from this room. If you'd like, you can give me a nature check. There are no ants in here, and there's one exit from this room.
There's no ants in here? I've lost interest.
I can't murder ants. I quit.
I'll catch up to them. I'm putting Benji back in his little pouch.
I rolled a 15 for nature.
You would know this has got to be some sort of a wintering room or like a heating source using the decomposition of the twigs and leaves and other biomass to keep the burrow warm.
Do we get a little lightheaded because there's a lot of CO2 in the air?
It's not that much.
Okay.
Dante's carrying Benji in a pouch, right?
Yeah.
Benji's like 20, 30 pounds, right?
Yeah, around that.
Okay. Just checking.
Hey, he's strong.
Yeah, but you're not.
I'm not encumbered, though.
Aren't you?
No, I'm only carrying him and the scimitar.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of stuff.
He's a druid.
The drag marks lead through here and into the next room. This chamber is the largest by far. A pair of worker ants continue to feed and clean a giant winged ant. Several egg clutches can be seen scattered around the room. An old mare sits half digested in a corner next to a still form of a dirty and bloodied man. What do you do?
Okay.
I'll just kind of at the entrance, just stop. Hold up. There's a lot in here. You should approach with caution. For real this time. And I look at Dante.
Huh? You already see him like about to cast another spell. Okay.
I don't mean to alarm anyone, but or call out anyone here, but does anybody know anything about ants?
Can I do a knowledge nature?
Sure.
Because what I'm looking for is I don't feel like it heard you when you yelled at it before, Dante. Can they hear?
A 13 plus 6, 19 again.
Normally, you know that ants do not have great hearing. They do, however, have a very strong scent ability, and they can see fairly well in the dark.
Okay.
What kind of creature is the giant ants? Are they magical beasts by any chance?
They are technically vermin.
Okay. So not my favorite enemy. Nope. Okay. Oh yeah, I see vermin on this chart. I didn't even realize that. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I will just kind of approach with caution.
Hear me out. What if we all got into the carapace of the the other ant, and we walked over and we grabbed the guy and we walked out.
I actually don't hate that
Dark,
plan.
that's so crazy. Just might work.
Okay.
I'm all for that plan.
You would need 2 carapaces, which you have. You have them. And you'd have to do the old 2-man horse suit gag, essentially.
Yes.
But it's a thing that I'd allow because I enjoy it and it's ridiculous.
Yes.
I want it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Who's going to be the 2? And then you see like Dante like slowly
So
raise his hand.
basically split yourselves into 2 ants.
Oh,
and then
dear.
tell me
Yes.
who's the head, who's the tail.
Oh, great.
And then we'll
Okay.
do a combined disguise check for each ant.
I would suggest that Milva and that either Milva goes with me or with Mirameth, and then Dante goes with either Mirameth or me, just because it seems like Milva's better at range and Dante seems to have some range spells that he can do.
Right.
Mirameth and I are better at close up.
I will go with Miramath since
because you're scared of Dante.
Yes. Yes.
I understand.
I have such a cute little salamander here.
So we doubling back and grabbing some dead ants.
When we get into these ants, and I'm like right next to Dante, I'm gonna whisper to him and I'm gonna say, Dante, I want you to know that if you die, I'm going to eat Benji. So do
Dante's
not
gonna choke Derek.
I say, so do not die. You need to stay alive.
Again, Dante is going to choke Dark.
Aren't you the front of the ant?
Yeah.
You're the front of the ant. We're in the middle of an ant, bud.
We're already in the ant? Okay, I
said when that happens.
I thought you told me this while you're passing me.
No.
No.
We're an ant together.
Dark, if you ever threaten Benji again, I will do to you what I did to those ants in your sleep.
I'm not threatening him. I'm telling you what's going to happen if you die, so don't die. Don't be reckless. You need to live for the sake of Benji.
Okay.
It's a roundabout way of inspiring someone, isn't it?
It's a very dark way of inspiration.
We're not in combat, right?
No, not yet.
I'm gonna touch myself real fast with the Cure Light wand.
Okay.
And
probably do that before getting into the ant, otherwise Dark might not be comfortable with.
Cool. I am only down 2 hit points now.
Okay, so Dark and Dante give me a combined disguise check, and Miramath and Milva give me a combined disguise
Adam,
check.
I'm going to tell you already, I'm sorry. I have a negative to disguise.
Yeah, of course you do.
Bonuses on the board. Rady has a lucky.
Oh, I'm using my lucky right here.
Miramath has a lucky.
I'm using my lucky as well.
And Tracy has a reroll on the board still.
I will
All right.
go ahead and use that.
It's another natural 20 if I can get it.
And add to that my 19.
Oof.
So I think that Dante and I have both put our game faces on after I threatened to eat his familiar.
Yep.
It's a little awkward with the 6 legs and the antenna. Like Dante has to be essentially on all fours. Two controlling the back feet, 2 controlling the middle feet, and then Dark's front legs are controlling the front feet and his arms controlling the antenna. But it is superbly done.
Excellent.
You are moving.
After killing all those ants, I am now one of them.
You're like some sort of Ant-Man. How about Ant B? How's that going?
A 9.
Oh, hey, I got an 11.
Wow.
Did you use
doing
your
great.
rerolls and luckies?
Oh, yeah. I rolled a 9 and a 6 on the dice.
I rolled a 9 and a 9.
Oh, okay.
Nice. It's not horrible. It's middling.
Right.
It'll be up to the other side of this to see what happens. So what's your play here?
Am I the head or am I the butt, Dark?
I believe Jared described that you're the butt and middle, and I'm the front and antlers.
Cool, perfect. You're the grabber then.
I think so. Yeah. Can I Jared, can I like activate the mandibles where I can like
Yeah, you'd have to like remove an arm from the
how are we gonna weaken
antenna
this
nub and yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll do it that way. So I want to also like totally maneuver the mandibles of the mouth as I talk to the other ant, which is Mirameth and Milva, and I'm like, and I even make like I change my voice. I'm like, hey, so we have to go get the other guy. We are ants now, and we're going to go forward. And okay, no, I'm just messing with you guys. All right, so I think we gotta get the guy. What we should do is we should just make it like a surreptitious, like just go around, so we don't just walk straight in. Or do you think we should walk straight in? I don't know. How do ants do this?
I think the trick is to always act like you own the place. Yes?
Oh yeah. I'm feeling good. Dante and I got this down. Yeah. Here, just walk like this. And Dante and I start to move forward and assume Dante's coming with me. So we're just gonna start marching in, and we'll make our way. Like not because like in my mind, in Darik's mind, he's imagining like an animal, and he wouldn't go threaten what he assumes to be the alpha. So he wants to kind of just go around, right, and make his way over there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, you have let's say 2 options here.
Okay.
Each ant can roll one of 2 checks. You can roll a bluff check, a combined bluff check, or you can roll a combined perform check.
Okay. Yeah, both of them are the same for me.
If you have one rank, at least one rank into knowledge nature, I'll give you a +2 bonus.
I have 1 rank in knowledge nature.
Cool. So just a straight up die roll. Got it.
So we're all rolling then?
Yeah, you're gonna do combined per ant.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so mine is just a flat die roll, comes out to a 12.
Oh.
So here's hoping Dante can do something with his +2.
Go, Milva. Go,
Not
Milva.
if I rolled a 2.
Our total is a 14, Jared.
Oh my.
We are ants that have been drinking too much.
Well, so their perception checks were 2 1s and a 3. So you've successfully gotten into the room. You wind your way in. You're trying to avoid these speckled patches of eggs, which is difficult because you can't really see. You're like glancing out of its mouth a little bit and just hoping that the butt is following along with you. There is a slight pause as one of the worker ants that has been cleaning and feeding the queen glances in your direction. There's just a moment where you think it's blown, and then he turns back to his business. You get back to this half-eaten horse and this still man lying on the floor. What do you do? Which good thing this man is is either unconscious or dead, because if he opened his eyes and there's just 2 giant ants hovering above him,
that'd be a ruckus.
Chaos.
Pincer move activated.
Can I tell if he's alive?
Give me a heal check -4.
There's no time for that, Mirameth.
15.
You can see there's a slight rise and fall of his chest.
Not dead yet. Let's go.
So we're gonna activate our end. hope they activate their end, and we'll start
We'll just like
fly casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. These pincers kind of go in and grab. It's not pretty. Who the two front heads, or the two people who are the heads, give me dex checks.
Are you the head or am I the head?
I would say you would be the head because I'm the ranged person. I'll stay the back.
You got it. So that's a dex check?
Yeah.
22 dex check.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Come on,
you got
guys.
it like it's nothing. You're an old hand at this.
Oh, yeah. I also got a 22.
Nice.
We did
if
it.
adventuring doesn't work out, you can always be ant ventriloquists.
Mm-hmm.
You've got it sorted. You work together and you manage to team hoist this unconscious man between the two sets of mandibles. You're face to face with this man in the middle, and now all that's left is for you to back out and get out of this room before.
Oh God.
We do that.
This is so intense.
We do that. Now what?
We do it. Yeah, we did it.
So this is going to be another
job.
combined. This is going to be another combined perform or
Got any bonuses over here? Looking like a big empty bonus board over here. All right.
Yep.
All
Looks
right.
like
And
don't know what got used.
Once again, I'll just roll my flat check here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Real good.
Oh, count that.
Oh God. So I got a 13.
Okay. I got a 19.
Oh, I got a 14. Orient's doing pretty good.
10 plus is 13 makes it 23.
Ooh, Jordan. Oof.
Oh my God.
It was close. It was very close. The queen ant, while you're backing out, the queen ant glances back, concerned that her food source is being moved. There's a shift of her weight. The two worker ants pop their heads around, glance in your direction, feel around with their little antennae for a moment, and then turn back to the queen.
Oh.
And the queen turns away, giving her wings a flap as you successfully exit this room. And now you have this lifeless body in the wintering room. What are you doing?
I didn't think that would work, and it worked.
I rolled garbage, guys. Garbage.
See, Dork? I said it was so crazy it just might work.
And
it worked.
So I'm gonna get out of the ant, and for the first time, Dark realizes how gross this whole thing was because he couldn't see in there before.
Oh yeah.
And so he's gonna let out a really loud ew, and then he's gonna cover his mouth. And then he's going to realize that he covered his mouth with goo. And then he's going to go, it's so gross. It's so gross. It's so gross. Let's get out of here. It's so gross. He's going to pick up the guy by the...
Grab the guy.
By the legs.
You're all getting out of the ants, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we leave...
There's just the butt of an ant walking.
Yeah.
And Dante's top half.
So everyone's left the little ant place?
Yeah, you guys you guys can make it back to the entrance where your horse is at, waiting for you.
Cool. I'm gonna be in the back of the group, turn around real fast, produce flame, and chuck it into that pile in that middle room to keep it warm. Okay. I can throw it up to 120 feet.
Into the room with the decomposition room?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to hit?
Yeah, just because you're going through a couple things.
A natural 20. I can show it again.
That's a lot of 20s you got, James.
Well, look at the die.
Well, look at all the 20s written on the sides of the die.
Yeah, Jared, that die hasn't moved this whole night.
A one.
Yeah, he's not even rolling it.
No, that die hasn't moved this whole night. He rolls in a different...
I'm on to you, James. I'm on to you.
Yeah.
I'm having good rolls. I show every 20 I have.
I'm on to you. Yeah, you huck this into the wintering room. The slow, methodical, cleverly planned out heating off gassing now becomes a conflagration. and all you see are the flicker of flames coming out of the front.
Cool. I'm going to shake the flame off my hand and walk out with the rest of them.
Why does Dante hate ants?
Dante hates all insects. Well, James hates all insects, but you know.
Wait, so which one hates it?
The creator gave some of the stuff to the
You make it collectively back to Brina and the child. The man is still unconscious. Now you can have an opportunity to do a better heal check if you'd like on him.
Yes. I would like that. Well, I have the opportunity. That's only a 9.
Yeah, he's unconscious. He's definitely alive. Magical healing would probably work, but
cool.
Or you can tend him over time. The little boy is very excited to see his father. And he comes up. He's like, why is my dad not? Why will my dad not wake up?
No, it's okay. He's just sleeping for the moment. But let me try to get him up real fast. And I will tap his chest with a Cure Light Wounds wand. And that gives him back 5.
After a few moments, he comes around. His eyes open up. And you hear, Papa! And he does the big old five-hole hug on his dad. And his son and the man sits up. He's like, what happened? Oh, good, you're safe. I had to watch the horse, the mare's eaten. Sad day. My crop is gone, but you're okay, and that's all that matters. Thank you all. Thank you all for saving me and watching over young Willie here.
Oh, young Willie.
It was all pleasure to be able to help you.
Thank you once again. The Pathfinders have come through and protected the people when the land rises up. How far out from the city are we?
We are a few hours. Probably take half a day for you to get back.
Yeah, 6 hours.
I think it's best that I head towards the city. And Brina says, yes, we will indeed escort you back to the city and take up patrol again on the morrow. You've done well your first time out. I shall put it in my report. And without any other words, she turns back towards Mearst and begins to ride.
I had one quick thing before the dad leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk up to him and go like, I heard you lost your crops, and you still need to feed your son. So I'm going to hand him 25 gold pieces.
It's like, thank you, Lord. That is quite generous. You have saved my son, myself, and my farm. If anything you ever need, please call on me. I live on the western shores at the Antony farm.
As we start riding away, I look at Milva and I'm like, well, you got to be an ant today. And then I look at Mirameth and I say, remember that time that we got to be ants?
Yes.
Darek seems to have gotten like a huge kick out of this whole ordeal.
I can't believe I rolled so poorly.
I can't believe that
worked. Yeah.
That was great.
God. That was a great idea.
You ride back to town, back to the squad house, settle in, you unpack. It's been a long day. There is a meal prepared for you. It's not as good as it would have been because you weren't intended to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mostly just a warm stew, but it's hearty enough. It sticks to your ribs, and that will end our adventure for the day.
I think one last note I have for you, Jared, is that normally the group that has traveled with Dark would know that the first thing Dark would want to do is clean himself up before doing anything. But for the first time, they notice that he's so elated by this adventure that he sort of forgets to do that and just sits down and eats with his friends.
Oh,
Wow.
this is some good character growth.
Yeah.
As we all sit a little bit further away from Dante, though, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's because this is.
And I do.
Weird.
At one point, I do pick up my fork during the meal, and I look at Benji, and I sort of lick my lips just so Dante can see, and then I continue eating my dinner.
Well, let's take a minute and let's take a minute and check in with our viewers here and get their thoughts on the ridiculous ant caper of 2020.
Oh my goodness! A lot of people were talking about bugs in general and if they are good or bad. Many opinion was thrown out.
Earlier, we had 300 bits thrown at us from Crossbones. Thank you so much, Crossbones. I have an update on the follows front, too, while we look for some comments to read. We lost a follower, so we went down to 2697. So we're still 3 away, because we've gone up one.
Is that James?
Ostagrono.
No, I didn't unfollow. I swear.
Ostagrono followed. Thank you, Ostagrono.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Jared, how much money did I equivalent give that farmer?
A lot.
So a farmer's wage for like the year is like gold, maybe 2. So
as long
you just gave him 25 gold.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna check in with him.
You made him a millionaire.
Yeah, you basically just were like, you don't need to grow nothing for 9 years.
Wow.
Here, Torger was like, so much for Dark's exfoliation routine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Scott Denuza says Dante's fault for that person who unfollowed us.
Well, Crossbones is blaming me for the ant that made them unfollow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, a lot
I
of
will
people
not burn down the farm, okay?
Well, if there's ants there.
Okay.
Craig, son of Horus, called you a murder druid.
I'm fine with that.
Another couple comments regarding our missing dice cams, as we normally have in our studio dice cams, and of course everybody wants to point out that we don't have them. I don't know if you guys know this. There's a pandemic out there, so we're not in the studio. We don't have our dice cams, so you just have to have James hold up his dice tray to you, where he's glued down one d20
each time. Look back at the VOD. It changes areas, okay?
He's going to do that, and I'm going to try and figure out where my camera is. Where is...
Yeah.
Right up, right there. Right there. Up, a little down. Right there. Perfect.
What, down? Did you say down?
No.
Craig's son of Horus said it just got real dark in here. Oh. That's a good one.
Before we get too far away from it, I wanted to reach out and just say thank you to Tracy for being here and jumping in.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys.
We had a blast, and I hope it wasn't too crazy becoming an ant for a day.
This was a lot of fun. You guys are hilarious. So I love it. This is going to be fun.
Well, we will be here next week. Most of us will be here next week, same time, same bad time, same bad channel. Nathan will sadly be absent just for that week.
Just that week. I'm going to the chapel because my friend's getting married.
Let's get some. We'll get some excitement to see who fills that seat. Who could it be?
Who is it?
We'll see.
Who is it?
I'm just going to put a picture of an ant there.
Perfect.
We got a lot of great content on Dragons and Things Network. On Friday, we have Heroic Endeavors Incorporated coming up, which could be a close to a pretty cool story arc that Jim Jam's been building, so you don't want to miss that. Also, Saturday morning, we have Crag Stravaganza with our very own resident barbarian. Plays a little Mario Kart, some Splatoon, and Super Smash Bros. And then later on Friday, we have everyone's favorite space adventure.
Later on
Saturday, we have everyone's space adventure, Things in Space, with GM Mean Guy Ben Birch. So you definitely want to check that out. So that's it. Yeah, this was our first adventure in the official Badlands world. I hope you enjoyed it. I have been building it slowly on World Anvil. The link has been rotating up here on the screen If not, you can check the post in the Discord to check that out as well, to watch us build the world. I want to thank you all for the bits and the subs and the follows and the donations. We love you. You're literally keeping us afloat right now, and that's amazing. I think I'm out of things to say other than let's raid somebody. Woo! Hang out, stay tuned for a raid, and share the Dat Fam love, and let them know that Dat Fam and the baddies are the best around.
Same ant time, same ant place.
Good night, James.